So last time on Ebon South, I was making my journey down on the way to Lowbro. See, I myself had a mighty dangerous path ahead of me. I had to go all the way around and find myself moving down from beneaths all the way up. And me, I don't like going everywhere alone now. Rather dangerous, you know. See, I decided to travel me ways up and down around, and unfortunately I lost about 3 people going through that one patch of sick lands. Rather unfortunate, I'd say. Good lads they were, good lads. A shame they'll never get paid. Anyways, I kept moving on through, and then I found myself in a clean stretch. We made big progress that day, yes we did. On my way up, met some rats. Real bastards they were. I managed to convince them to go somewhere else. I'm not quite sure where, but all the same, I ended up keeping on moving, sneaking around a town full of nasty gents, and I found myself moving all the way up to Lowbro. Nasty affair. Lost the rest of my party besides my good dear friend. And then we moved all the way up into Lowbro. There's a big nasty man looking around the edge, so we snuck in, using some cloaks that pretended to be all dropey mates, moving on in, finding our way into town. Now that's about where we catch up now, where unfortunately luckily I was found by some dear old friends of mine that were all just down here as well, and now we're back to here, and fellas!
Josen collapses down to the ground, looks up at you. I don't know why it's stuck for me right now. It doesn't seem to be loading.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, it's froze.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, we're here.
My browser froze.
Yeah, mine did too. You'll probably be there.
There
Collapsing onto the ground. Barrett, you see Josen, he looks up.
Fellas! Oh, what's the Ebon War doing here? I thought I was the only Ebon War member down here.
I shoot him in the leg. Immediate, no hesitation, pulls out the revolver, just shoots in the leg.
I heard gunfire.
You hear gunfire. Oh god, yeah, make me an attack really fast.
I won't make it super powerful. Yeah,
That's
Barrett.
okay, yeah, you hit him. Yeah. Yes.
You know,
won't make
honestly,
it super
minimum is
powerful,
what
yeah.
I want anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just goes for the
Shoot him in
leg.
the foot.
You fire.
You know, what was that for?
He's just gonna grip him by the side of the face. You know exactly fucking why. You stole supplies from the Ebon Ward. You left us in the rut. How the fuck did you even get here? Oh, you did just tell us, I guess. Wait, what are you doing out here?
No, I didn't steal from the Ebon Ward. I requisitioned supplies for a secret mission. Don't you get it? That was it. Listen, Barrett. What now? I don't think we've had the goodwill to chat with each other much before.
He kind of grabs his leg as he's just like,
Coming close. We don't know who we can trust. You and me, we need to be able to trust each other.
Barrett presses the gun into his nose to squish it. Shut up. Well, actually, no, I need you to talk. God, you're just fucking frustrating. What secret mission are you even talking about?
he was like,
Now, I'm just an ordinary man in South. I don't know all the details. Harpy told me, yeah, she did. She told me that we needed to go down into the sick lands. Something about, look.
he kind of like, he looks up at you and he just kind of like puts his hand up in a whispered, like stage whisper-esque type of tone.
Listen now, Barrett. The Ebon Ward just got split. We don't have a chain of command. We're still trying to figure out who we can trust, you know? A secret mission, one separated from the council, but someone on the council ordered it. Yes, they did.
Which one?
Harpy said that I couldn't know.
Press his gun in further.
I'm telling you, I didn't expect to see anyone down here. It wasn't a matter that was supposed to know. I mean, shouldn't you know, Barrett?
Yeah, I'm leading the secret operation.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe if you'd stuck around, you would have heard about it. Or maybe even been recruited, God fucking forbid.
Yeah.
Oh, bullet dodged.
Well, oh, that's a coincidence. 2 secret missions sounds mysterious, don't it?
Inside check.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you just talking out of your ass to like try and cover?
All right. Let's see.
Yes!
Bro's talking bullshit, Lamau.
Chosen.
Yeah, what's up?
I would not describe myself as a kind or patient man, but I am a smart one, and I know killing you right now will not be beneficial.
Are we sure?
But it would clear up some problems, so I'm gonna give you one chance to speak honestly for once in your life.
I've come by to try to break a curse on an Ebon Ward member.
Stands up straight. Which one? That actually doesn't narrow it down.
He reaches down in his pocket and look what I have. He pulls out the coin he stole from Sefetu's tomb.
Oh, so Barrett has no knowledge of that and is like,
Yeah.
yeah, money.
What is that?
Yeah, it's money, and it's like old money.
No, it's old money. So, you know Sefetu, you aware of him?
Barrett thinks never. He probably heard of this name maybe once in his life.
I've heard of him.
So there's a member in West who is unfortunately locked away in a tomb of bullshit curses. And he's stuck, so every time he wakes up, he's doomed to fall asleep again. But this guy's a real powerhouse, I'll tell you that much. And unfortunately, he had to go back to sleep again right before this large change in Ebon Ward. We don't even know what's going to happen to him now. I mean, the fortress might be abandoned, and there's all sorts of... so anyways, we never before ended up taking a coin from him because, well, that would mean that someone who does is, they'd be hunted down and killed by him when he wakes up next. That's a bit of the problem, you see. But I'm a clever lad, and I know that there's something here I've read about in books. Some kind of ancient library, some repository of knowledge I might be able to find to break this curse, you see. See? So, since no one seems to care about old Joseph tragically, I thought I'd take on the coin and the responsibility to free my dear friend Sefetu. You get me? You get me?
I'm not 100% convinced that this Sefetu even exists.
Yeah. This is the first I'm hearing about a Sefetu. Also, Josen, believe it or not, the part of your story that I believe the least is you doing something selfless. What are you actually doing?
That's a part of it, right? See, I'm also a big fan of books. I love books. And I was hoping to maybe rent a few from the library on my way out, you know.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Okay.
But no, I'm not a selfish man at heart. I look after myself because that's how I grew up. But I'll tell you, I was also doing the other thing I just mentioned too.
How would you accomplish this theoretical task?
I'd get into the library and
Not
yeah.
that. I'm talking about the actual task, not your weird book lust.
I don't. Well, that's why I'm trying to go to the library to figure out. Really, like I know. So, you're asking how I'd get there, maybe?
No, I'm not asking how you would get to the library. I'm asking if you have any proof that removing such a curse from your good friend Sefetu is even possible.
See, every curse can be removed somehow. Like they're like, it's just magic at the end of the day, you know.
Are you sure he's even cursed?
Yeah, sure enough. I mean, I wouldn't call it he has nothing not with a curse, you know. I know is probably a way to wake him up.
Right.
And if there's any way to wake him up, it would be from a library that sounds about as old as probably everywhere he was from originally. I don't know.
That's actually not terrible logic. Quick question,
And,
though.
and yet, you came to the library. I'm sorry, Barrett. You came to this library here in the most wet, humid atmosphere imaginable, hoping that you might find some hopefully preserved book.
Well, you should listen. He kind of like puts up his hands. This ain't just no normal library. This is a magic library. See? I mean, it might be damp outside, but you just lock it down with a lot of these preservational spells, and suddenly the inside of this library is probably as pristine as when they locked it up. It's written. They wrote about it in the books, in the reference books. They wrote it here. He kind of reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a book and starts flipping through it. Oh, I've got the tomes, man. I've got the tomes. Just take a look. See? He raises one up to you, Barrett.
Takes it.
You notice he has a referential page, and the page has a reference that some of the books that were found were referenced from this hypothetical library, which doesn't have much information on the library, where it is. It's just a name. And he's like, well, I looked up more than that, I did. I figured out quite a lot. I've been doing the rounds, you see.
Yeah, you've been a busy little bee.
Yeah, see? So, well, I think that about sums up what I'm doing here. What are you doing here?
We are on a mission that was actually appointed to us by the Duchess and the Baron.
Wow.
Yeah, which makes me think. You said, one of the wardens gave you this mission to help Safetu, yeah?
Oh, yeah, yes, I did. You're not really sure if anyone did, after all, Barrett.
Yeah, because, I know it wasn't Dutchy, because I doubt she would ever want to engage with you in any facet. Baron would have killed you. Matriarch's on the other side of the country. Remington's fucking dead. And, oh yeah, Lord Cregan got fired!
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that is all the wardens, isn't it?
It's all of them, yeah. We're actually kind of down a couple.
You know, he kind of like makes a frustrated face.
Well, you walked in with all the cards anyways in your hand. What the hell was I supposed to do?
Not... Like, what? Are you seriously gonna come at me like I'm the bad guy?
Barrett is like, can I just kill this guy?
No, hold on.
Pitiful. Maybe.
You're gonna be on the maybe rope for a while, understand? Barrett doesn't say this, but he realizes something. As much as he hates to admit it, we are about to go to an arcane library, and we have no arcane caster. None.
Yeah.
And he's like, we have Cortina, who's amazing natural magic. That's great, but it's not the same. We have plenty of divine, but it's not
I
arcane.
do have a +9 to Arcana.
Fuck, we need him.
Ellie knows Arcana, she just doesn't cast spells.
Right, but like we might need someone that can do straight up like dispel
Like
magic.
dispel
and shit.
magic.
Yeah.
I do have dispel magic, I think.
I think I do too,
good.
but in universe, I think it's like genuinely interesting to have a. Plus, I want to keep him around. He's funny. So
I mean, why wouldn't you keep Joseph around?
I have multiple reasons why.
But it's funny though. It's so good. No, I do not have dispel magic. Sorry, I have what is it called? Magic circle, which is a completely different thing.
I mean, that still could be very useful. So Barrett fully stands up and puts the revolver away. Here's how this works, Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
You work for us. You are the lowest rank right now. Okay?
Sucks for you, bro, says Barrett.
Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're below Baird. So,
Oh, fuck you.
hey.
You know what? Fine, I'll take the promotion.
That's what I thought. So, he turns back to Joseph. I'm not going to trust you, but I am going to be optimistic that you are a smart man. One with a survivalist instinct. You got this far on your own, so I'm feeling confident that you won't try to pull shit, but understand, if you do try to pull some shit, he slowly pulls out his gun, you can't outrun me.
Lupescu, get his scent.
Comes, just sticks the nose in the door, and Baron moves the sign, he's just like, all right. So, you see, I think we can work on the same page now. After all, both of our interests are in the nature of Ebon Ward. I mean, if I knew there was going to be an operation coming so soon, I would have never...
What the fuck are you talking about? We've been talking about this shit for weeks! What are you talking about? Like, this was one of the biggest operations we have for our...
I'm from out of town, Barry, buddy. I didn't hear.
You have been living at the Obsidian Spear for fucking days!
Barrett's getting a conniption.
You know, hear Barrett just like wheezing in his mask. He's so mad.
We find one single dinosaur and you are dead.
Oh, no, I would never sell dinosaurs here.
Inside check.
Do it now!
Roll another natural one, you piece of shit.
God.
Let's see.
Yes!
Oh, we're fucking combat, but that's great.
Dinosaurs? Don't you... Wait a minute, that one dinosaur they were talking about roaming around Lowbro's here.
Barrett grips him and lifts him up. You're the reason there's a big dinosaur here, aren't you?
Oh, I mean, I sold an egg, but not a dinosaur. Like, if it grew up, that's not on me. I thought they were gonna eat it.
What egg did you sell? What animal do these people have?
It swims. It has a
he can't tell the eggs apart. There's no way.
Yeah, it's like totally. It probably has wings. I think. I just sell the things, you know. It's whatever dinosaur they want to buy, if you get me.
Wait. You said you gave them one that swims, or initially swam, right?
Maybe. Something like that. I don't really.
Looks back to Laz. Is that Maggie?
Laz goes into his backpack, like, draws a terrible, like, absolutely horrible, first grade drawing level illustration of Maggie, and like holds it up to Josen. Like, he's peeking from around the corner like a weird cat.
He kind of looked just like Josen almost muttered, "Is that a Cenosaurus?" I don't. I might have sold the Cenosaurus to them. It might have grown up different, but I mean, how was that supposed to bite our asses? How was I supposed to know that'd be a problem? I made a lot of money that day. You had to sympathize to that.
How I want to see how mad I should be. How much money did you make by adding a whole new animal to this ecosystem that evolves and makes animals worse?
Oh, I made like 50,000 gold from that one.
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you. That's how I got my... He taps his sword and says, "Buddy over here."
Buddy?
Oh, that's just a sword. Don't worry about it.
Cocks an eyebrow.
He like thinks about it and he's just like, he doesn't even know if you've detected his lie this time, and he almost clicks his tongue just expecting you did. He pulls out the sword and stabs it onto the ground.
Where are we? Oh, people! Josen, are we arrested? What happened? Sword screaming.
Yeah,
the sword is speaking.
It's all right. We're with the Ebon Ward now. We're in good hands. They don't have to talk much.
Heavens, the Ebon Ward, rescue me! This vile villain continues to drag me about. He's procured a scabbard that silences me. I keep blacking out for extended periods of time, and Barrett just lightly taps the sword. I don't like magic, and I don't want it to talk to me.
Oh, no problem. He puts it back in. See, problem solved. I'll tell you, it doesn't shut up. It's a cursed sword. You shouldn't trust it.
An intelligent sword. Okay.
A cursed sword. It's cursed.
Cursed with intelligence?
It's cursed. Yeah.
Speaking of
yes.
intelligence,
I'm also
aren't
cursed
rats
with
attacking the
intelligence.
castle?
Oh, right. Rats attacking. We don't have time to be here, gang. We gotta go.
Let's go, Josen. We have a lot more to discuss, but we need to make friends, and I need you to not fuck this up, yeah?
Oh, I'm great at making friends. Don't you worry.
I come up and whisper to Barrett, let's not keep him and Baird in the same company if it can be helped.
I have a feeling they hate each other, honestly.
That's fine, but Baird's not very smart.
Listen, it could be like haters to lovers. We don't know, so let's just keep them apart anyways, just in case.
Yeah. Laz turns to Eleanor and like honest shock in his face. The Ebon Ward is more hostile towards each other than I first imagined.
I don't know what's up with this guy, but it seems like he's done something bad. I'm not sure if this is the general relationship they have with each other. I think this is a special case.
He smells bad.
It does smell really bad. Well, I'm surprised you're telling me that, Cortina.
Oh, I bet like Lupescu got a whiff of Joseph,
Oh, yeah.
like made a sad.
Yep,
whimper.
very sad.
At least he got the scent.
So-
We've all got the scent. I just wanted to make sure the dog did.
So, we ready to go, boss?
He looks up at you with his dazzling hazel eyes.
Yeah. Let's get going, folks. And Barrett just
right on.
brushes past him.
His thick ass fingers.
God, I can't even look at his hands. It's fucking disgusting.
Hey, doggy, hang on, let me go.
Pescu like stares and kind of just looks at him as he goes past.
Oh,
He looks like a sad potato.
Who's going on this mission? Eleanor kind of shouts, running up to the door.
Shit, yeah, that's right.
This doesn't feel like an all hands on deck sort
Main
of
combat
situation.
team, maybe.
Yeah.
Main combat crew and
Josen.
Josen.
Oh, good. Alrock is alive.
I'm feeling a little better now. Thank you.
You should probably
if
continue
I-
to rest with the baby.
I think I will.
If I may
You forgot the
suggest,
baby.
He goes back, picks up the mushroom, and goes upstairs.
Elrock, you know, he's getting what he fucking deserves.
Yeah.
Anyways, if I may suggest, it could be wise to fortify this house with some magic. I don't really know which kind of magic, but
I'll do
that's
something.
more your.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I can find something out. I think we'll be safe, but never trust anyone, I guess.
We'll be back in a little bit.
You all start walking out, and you realize Cortina is still inside.
I actually can't leave.
Oh yeah, because you're like behind a wall and shit.
Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Bang.
There you go.
The actual outside of the house is pretty neat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's a little, like, it's kind of, the little garden here is kind of like a little
Yeah.
thing for birds. Like a
Yeah.
little.
Exactly, yeah, they seem to really flock around this place.
All right then. Well, let's get going, team. Good luck today, my friends.
Hodon says to you.
I hope you have a positively wonderful time.
He kind of steps
Thank
outside.
you,
If you need anything, come and ask upon me.
Yeah.
He kind of sits down on the edge and then, like, kicks his legs over and just kind of watches the river.
Yeah, keep an eye on the place for us, Hodon. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely, I shall do so.
Much appreciated, buddy. Just like pats him as he goes by. Jesus Christ.
Wow, big old rock fella. Never seen those talk before. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, you can't sell them.
I mean-
you could.
I'm sure you
I mean,
could,
someone
but I'm not
would.
interested in selling a rock. It sounds a bit like a beginner scam. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't sell that one.
He's sentient and polite.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure selling sentient beings is a crime.
Well, thank
Oh, we
God.
absolutely.
Thank God
is.
Josen wasn't with us when we had the rat fortress.
All right, what now?
It's not important.
Nah, okay.
Yeah.
Guess it's not.
Yeah, so, out of curiosity, Chosen.
Oh, yeah? What's up?
What is the end goal specifically when you get this? Like, I get you want to save Sefetu or whatever. Yeah, I'm not doing that. He looks at the broken bridge. Hey, is this even the right way? Where the hell are we?
It is. The smoke is actually, you could actually trail off that way. There's a guard tower that's supposed to guard some kind of gateway out.
Yeah.
Both have collapsed underneath themselves. So you have to just kind of crawl over shit.
Yeah, Laz would jump, but it's a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So, you were saying, what's up?
Yeah, so, why help this Sefetu guy? Like, the organization's had this guy apparently sleeping for a long time. Why now? Want to wake him up and keep him up?
Oh, well, you see, I feel like people accept the way the world works, you know what I mean? They just think that everything's just the way it's going to be for the longest time. And me personally, I don't think that we should just accept the fact that we have a friend who's trapped in an eternal stupor, you know what I mean?
Wow,
I think that's
Justin,
rather cruel
you
of
sound
us.
like a deep thinker.
Oh, thank you. What's your name? You seem like a clever lass.
I'm Cortina.
Oh, Cortina, come on over here.
He kind of waves his hand. You notice he has these sausagey fingers as he
I'd rather
waves
not.
over.
You do smell.
Right, well, no, that's just the sick lands. No worries about that.
No, I'm from the sick lands. You smell worse.
Oh! Here, let me move the pesky and that stuff too. But yeah, he kind of like stops, taking a moment. He starts attempting to climb and kind of has trouble getting a foothold for a second. He's like,
Well, you see, on that aside, yeah, I'm a deep thinker.
Laz
I'm a
helps
smart
him up.
man. Thank you.
he kind of takes a step up.
I always say that.
Lifts him up with one hand.
Yeah.
The way to live a fruitful life is to live a smart life where you're always thinking about what might happen next. And when you think like that, you start to see how other people think. You start to realize that most people don't think far ahead, and that means you become the smartest man around.
Let me get this. I'm gonna make an educated guess. You want to save Sefetu, so he owes you, and you've got a new lackey that's very powerful, right?
I wouldn't say I should save him because he owes me, but we had a mighty good friendship, I'll tell you that. So if I were to, I think he'd be my friend, and friends look out for each other. You know what I mean?
Barrett puts his hands on his hips. Yeah, I think I get that. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, yeah, we're all we're all fucking friends.
Yeah, we're all friends here now. He pats you on the back. A meaty slap.
Right.
Let's go.
Is that fire?
Yeah, let's go.
It's gonna be over by the time we get there. Let's be real. Barrett just keeps going.
Almost a forebodingly correct statement, Barrett.
Oh, good.
You all prepare to make your way forward, and I believe someone's BRB right now.
It's Oz.
Yeah.
Okay.
We may proceed.
Yeah, I think it was also Austin. But all the same, I'll describe what you see as you continue on. You all travel towards the burning fire as you start to see when you clear town and start clearing some of this, the actual like trees that pop their way around. The town itself spreads over to the water, though most of that town has been flooded over and it's hardly civilized in any way. What Braren had said on his way in was absolutely the truth. This is all that's left. As you end up traveling up there, you find yourself sort of like making a path closer and closer, and you start to see the sign of towers and other types of outer walls, almost like a bordering water town itself connected over to the main town. You see that is where the flame emerges from, as coming out from that zone is fire, but the fire is almost faded by this point. As you started to approach, you noticed that the lands themselves have almost become smoke and blood. as progressing on through your path, you notice that the first body is found a bit further out at the opening gate, at which point a large tunnel-like path goes forward, and you notice other paths that take you off to either of the sides that seem to have been broken down, or different ladders and ropes have been arranged on the walls. It seems that there's a centralized kill path in and an outer wall that was scaled in the offensive itself. Which path would you like to take?
Oh. I mean, if there's a path that's designed to kill, I don't know if we want to go down that path specifically.
Christian, when you say body, is it a rat corpse or is it?
It is a rat
human
corpse, yes.
Okay. How did it die? Like, how's it looking?
Hey, Cortina, free zombie.
Thank you.
Yeah, free zombie. Cortina, you make a zombie. It's looking, well, as Cortina resurrects it, it stands up. You get a good full look at it. It appears to be, it looks like it has a bullet wound on its body. And it got shot down pretty quickly, shot directly in the heart, an accurate shot from a long range, you'd imagine, since, well, the wall was a bit far out by the time this guy went down.
Gunbeard Firearms didn't happen to have a twin brother, right?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if his work was replicated in some facet. Probably not as good, but still copied.
It seems like Barrett, you want to investigate for me?
Yeah, I assume this is just an investigation
Maybe
check?
let's try to dig out the bullet to see what caliber, quote unquote, of weapon it is.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, some good rolls today, guys.
Yeah. So
We're not in combat. Hang on.
yeah, you check the caliber. Well, essentially, you check what is to the wound, and you kind of dig out some of the broken up bullet that fell into this thing's body. And as you look at it, you notice that the caliber is actually pretty much the same as the one you have for your rifle that you found. It's interesting. The weapon itself seems to be, if your theory was they might have duplicated it, they probably duplicated the very one you have in your hands now.
Okay, and then to clarify, is this the
Sniper or the service?
Yeah, just the
Service rifle.
Service rifle. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, that
Barrett,
means
I have unfortunate news. You murdered this rat.
Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. He's just like poking you with the gun.
Have gotten me this body.
You're under arrest.
We have never arrested anyone in our lives.
You're right. We'll have to kill you.
As you progress, eventually you find, once again, the first other pile of bodies. But this time, not just a rat, but instead you also see the scattered and heavily wounded corpse of a knight laying on the ground. As you finally make your way into the battlefield proper.
Let's investigate this body. What do you guys say? Oh boy, that's a lot of blood assets.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, their armor looks like mine. Anyways,
you step forward, and yeah, you're here. Feel free to move about.
Ooh, a zombie.
yeah. Laz walks over, steps on this corpse, sinking it into the ground by the sheer weight of his armor and body, and he kneels down to check on this knight. First things first, is it dead?
It's dead. You can notice through the wounds it has, no one would survive laying here for an extended period of time like that. You notice that its body is completely still. The armor seems to be... it doesn't seem to have been damaged by the weapons that attacked it. Instead, it seems like knives were jammed deep into the linking points between the armor, and that's how the man seemed to become deceased.
The classic doom of a knight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They never tell you how they shit themselves in the stories.
I mean,
Laz,
a common thing, I'll tell you that much.
Laz looks through the gear to see. Maybe he's not the best person to do this, given he's kind of stupid. So he'll probably look in the wrong places, but he's trying to find emblems and kind of shit like that.
All right, yeah, go for it. It's not a hard check. Just give me an investigation, but you're not going to need to roll too high. Yeah, that's fine. So It was DC 10, basically. You dig around a bit, and you know that the rats are often ones for looting. Wherever they strike, their common card is the fact that they never leave a body or anything left once they arrive. The fact that this body is here means that something went differently. And as a result, you can check through and you find the emblem. It's the same emblem that you have.
Okay. I assume this gentleman also has a rifle on him.
Yeah. Yes, he does. To
Okay.
remind you too.
Yeah, that's rad.
So, you do check, and it does seem like he has a battered up, broken rifle that seems to have been, he almost landed on it and it kind of snapped at a point. You look at it, and though, despite that, you can tell that it was definitely a replica, though it appears to be, as an expert on these things, I'll say right out, this is not a great weapon. It was probably meant to be, it was reassembled the best it could be.
Sure.
It does look like there was a lot of craftsmanship to it, but you can tell in the way that every gunbeard weapon, even the one you have right now, is a mastercrafted work. There are many, many parts inside that operate and run and are fine-tuned and well-made in order to fire these weapons and make them excellent shots, powerful weapons.
They're mass-produced.
These are mass-produced. Whereas the rifle you have could potentially have 64 parts inside of it. This thing only has about 8.
Oh, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that, you can notice that the rifle itself, it only really does seem like, in some ways, what you're holding is a prototype. Because of all the other guns you found, 64 is a low brow, honestly.
Yeah.
This might have been the end result. What you hold in your hand was the prototype for a weapon for many.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Prototype was superior, but too complex to mass produce.
That makes sense. But the fact that they even figured out how to mass produce them, that's pretty damn impressive in itself.
Yeah. It is interesting.
Looking at,
Yeah.
like, how, yeah, I was just about to ask, how old do these look? Like, were they mass produced after the Sick Land started to go?
No,
wild?
These are old. These definitely look
Oh.
like some of the wood started to splinter, not in the places where he was. That's probably why it broke when he fell on it, because these are sturdy weapons. But it seems that the actual weapon itself has gone old with age.
Yeah,
Compared to the sword, which
warped.
seems properly polished, this weapon is one that, without the guiding hand of its maker, not many must have known how to prepare it or fix it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's look at his other stuff, like shield, sword. What else
He
does he have?
Appears to have a shield, but also really it seems that he's more just heavily armored, holding a great sword besides the rifle itself.
Mhm.
Yeah. Barrett just rests his gun over his shoulder. I'm fine looking at the body, but let's not take anything. We're trying to be their friends, remember?
Yeah.
No,
Laz gets up.
Something seemed to have caught your eye. Looks at Laz.
The emblem. They have the same one I carry.
Really?
And looking closer, like he taps the helmet with his foot. The design does seem more or less familiar. Like, he takes out the helmet from his backpack. It's the dents that Gunbeard left after clobbering Laz in the head are still very much so apparent. But they've been hammered into shape again. Look, they even have the same golden trim and all. Frankly, Laz squints and makes a sour expression, rare given that he is usually emotionless, seemingly. Kind of reminds me of the Keepers.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I was definitely thinking about it. Looking at the armor, so we know that the gun is old. Does the armor look old as well, or does that look fairly new?
The armor has been polished like the sword. It is an older
Okay.
armor in the same ways that, like, if you're thinking that way, Laz's was. However, it's been well taken care of.
Okay, because Barrett had a theory, but that kind of washes it away quickly, where he's like, when the Keepers showed up with pain, did that influence how they did their attire?
Mm.
Because it
There
does
is
have
the-
some
yeah.
keeper similarities.
It's hard to tell, as I'd say.
Fair enough.
God, I don't have history, but this wouldn't be like a proto keeper armor or anything like that. Should it?
Boy, as the one who made the keepers, big shrug, I'd be pretty shocked. But I mean, it's not impossible.
I mean, the keepers use plate mail, which has been around for, I don't know, 500 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a unified design nowadays, from what I've heard.
This armor definitely seems older than keeper armor, is a way to put it.
Yeah, because keepers are like 40 years old max.
It has less of a glimmer, a shine. The purple cloak seems to hide the regal very much, but hides some of the deficiencies in the armor itself.
Yeah. Barrett.
Yeah, just like as a oh shit, I just looked down and saw who's there, but just as a last thing, like check the person beneath the helmet. Like, how do they look? Are they human?
You pull
they
off and you see
mutated?
a human head. It seems like mutations are rather slim on this person. Way less than the people that were trapped on the outer town. However, you do see something a bit strange. Coming out from the mouth, a pool of blood, but also joined with it a bit of an orange tint.
Oh. Barrett
Seems to have congealed and thickened. Yeah.
Barrett immediately gets close, but make sure not to touch it. Wait. Hold on. Can I do a very close examination of this?
All right, you have medicine?
Laz like takes his magic lantern and like illuminates the thing to help Barrett.
Yeah, you both look at it, but this is a medical thing. You imagine that Cortina would be a good hand, though.
Yeah, I do. I am not trained in medicine, so I will.
Is something diseased?
Maybe
She steps on this rat.
I could really use your expertise here.
Sure, I'll take
Lazarus and Cortina both stepping on a rat and crouching. Yeah, make me a medicine roll, Cortina.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cortina, you what do you plan to do in order to inspect this?
Well, I don't look at it, so.
Yeah, I know. What were you planning to do as you went out to touch it?
You said there was yellow bile that was coming from the mouth.
Yes.
She's just gonna touch it with her finger and then take a taste.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You touch it with your finger and you move it up to your mouth. And Cortina, something instinctual runs in your head. As you put it up to your mouth, you don't take a taste of it because you don't need to. It's already seeped into your finger, sort of absorbing into your very skin. And as that happens, your immune system seems to have a violent response. But that's normal. What isn't normal is the way it seems to... It sparks something with your magic. Something seems to resonate in you magically, and you sort of just like, kind of like responding to how someone may, touch their hand against the fire and like jolt back instinctually. Your hand does that. It almost flicks instinctually as the golden bile flicks against the ground beneath you. It's not a disease. It's something else.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's interesting.
Hey,
Laz is going to...
No, that was painful.
Laz is going to prick his finger in one of his teeth and drop a little droplet of acid blood on this.
Your acid blood hits the ground. And at this point, I should clarify that, Laz, your blood is acidic, but that is because your blood very much is simply just a goo. Your blood is a black sludge that moves around your body and replicates the functions of a human.
A black pudding, you could even see.
Yes.
In fact, most of his flesh is very much so slime mimicking human texture.
And because of that, it is also fair enough to say that your body is a living thing all the way through. Just like blood is a living thing, but more directly, it is a living creature. And as it touches down there, You notice it starts to seep in and absorb and circle around. And then, ever so suddenly, the black turns to orange. And it seems to sit there and almost swirl with a slightly darker color orange.
So before we all get
Red,
infected,
orange rot? Hello?
What are you saying?
before we all get infected with a terrible disease,
It's not a disease.
a terrible curse, maybe.
Oh, a curse, you say?
Stepping on over,
God
dancing.
damn it, Joseph!
He kind of goes over, he takes a look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you can touch it.
I don't think I will, thank you.
He kind of goes,
Oh, yeah, this seems familiar. I've seen this sometimes.
Wait.
Some of the rangers have it in their bodies.
Oh, yeah, you mean the marshals, right?
Oh, yeah, them. They have it too. It seems to be, I think this is, very specifically, what the disease within Lowbro is. It's not a disease. If you said curse, that certainly, I think that makes sense then. Wasn't giving it much mind prior, wasn't my job, but does seem to be some type of curse. Lady, Cortina, what happened when you touched it?
It reacted strangely with the magic in my body.
And you're a druid, right?
Yes.
Lucky guess.
Racist.
tap his helmet. You mutter that, he ignores it. It's just like,
Right, well, upon that knowledge, I'd say it's something to do with the Feywilds.
Can I'm gonna do a last shot in the dark here and use one of my divine senses to
Sure.
see if it radiates divinity, much like that shape in the sky.
it does.
Oh. Huh. So it's
Very
celestial.
slightly. It's weird. It's a very light radiation.
It possesses a divine energy, not unlike that thing you saw. Barrett, sir.
Barrett looks back up to the sky.
It still hangs there, even though you can't quite see it well.
Barrett just like kind of pulls his hat down a bit. Might be in over my head a bit here. Looks back down at the body.
What's up?
Here we go again.
Yeah. It's, yeah, Josen, I figure I might as well get you in the loop a bit. Might get your brain rolling.
Yeah.
He moves on over next to you.
What's up?
Oh, cool. Steps away, but leans up against the wall. The reason that we're out here is Jasper, one of our best, discovered something curious about the king. First and foremost, King is alive, but he's been in a coma-like state for basically a decade at this point.
Interrupting you, some of the. Oh, what's this now? She kind of peeks on down.
Maya.
Come to watch a spectacle, have you?
Yeah, a little bit. I might have some questions for you in a smidgen.
Hey, why don't you come up here then?
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Right. She goes off and says something to someone that's kind of not really heard as much. Cortina, you go up and you notice Braren is here as well.
Josen, just in case, she is not with us, so don't go rattling on.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I'm very secretive.
Yeah. The long and short of it then, before we go up these stairs. King's got the same thing as that guy, points to the dead knight, and that raises many questions.
All right then. Okay, simple enough.
Remember, puts a finger up to his mask. This is on the down low, yeah?
He raises up one of his nose-sized fingers and puts it over his lips.
Oh, nothing.
Goes up the stairs. Maya, Bran, apologize we're late. Seems like this has been handled.
Not a problem. He kind of looks around. Handled. Something I like that. It was like this when we got here.
Wait, what? Really?
He nods his head. He kind of turns over and points in that direction.
The fighting seems to have spilled on into the keep. I can go no deeper, however, and would be abandoning my post.
I see. Well, with your
Simple
permission.
Not a problem for us.
Yeah, with your permission, I guess we'd be more than happy to investigate for you.
He kind of turns and nods his head. Sure enough. It's fitting for me to put it off into the visitors. After all, he kind of turns over and kind of, again, a bit of a disdainful look. We are not allowed inside there anymore.
Yeah, maybe we could put a good word in for you, yeah?
If they're willing to listen to you, go for it.
See what I can do.
Laz, wearing the super armor that I got, goes and attaches the helmet that has been retrofitted to go with the armor.
You notice Brayron is kind of staring at you after you do that. Just like, where did you go and get that?
Apparently it was with me when I first woke up. I lost my memories a few years ago, you see. Apparently 3 to 4 years. Something like that. Why, is it familiar?
Kind of stares at it, and he looks for a little bit, and he kind of blinks.
And he stabs you in the front.
I believe it's one of the things I might have forgotten. Can't much remember
Shame.
right now. Memory's faded with time.
Well, the simple fact that you did recognize it tells me quite a few things. So thank you for mentioning it.
He kind of nods. Cortina, did you ask him anything before everyone else came up?
Nope.
All right. Yeah. So as you all kind of stand there, Maya's just like, I suppose I could come on with you then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you'd like.
It's not your post.
Not my post either. So she kind of steps on forward.
I love that the rats have health bars, but the knights don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, guys, I think they're alive.
They're all just playing dead.
They're faking it.
So what's the
let's
plan? To
think
walk
of-
right into the fray, or are we going to try and sneak in?
It's a good
Yeah.
question.
Barrett, sir,
Yeah.
I would like to bring to your attention that he points at the bridge. You are a ballistics expert, after all. What do you think did that?
Oh. Yeah, hold on. Barrett's gonna, like, scoot on forward. And... Oh, I could just go down there. What the fuck am I doing? Just scurries past you. Old man shuffle to get down there.
The old man shuffle.
He's scooting. Oh, Lord, he's scooting. He doesn't want to get too close in case the bridge just gives out.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, looking it over. Oh, is that a lighting effect? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that like an
Oh,
investigation? Or...
Yeah, give me an investigation here.
Yeah. Just...
Ooh, the bridge is probably holding still just because, like, the chains there are holding it still. You don't think it'll collapse. It appears well built. However, it is definitely been blasted away by some sort of explosive or fire of some kind. It's strange.
The Angra, like, out of character, the angle of the this can tell me, like, this could be two things. It could be like it came from up here and, like, dragged across the ground and crashed, leaving this trail of ashes, or it impacted from the direction of the castle towards the courtyard ish and just burned it somehow.
Barrett's pretty good when it comes to, like, explosives and whatnot, and based on the fact that this is kind of blown, it looks like it's blown outwards, so it looks like whatever hit the bridge then detonated northwards, which is concerning because that's a huge rate, and more importantly, it didn't blast in a circle.
It was a line, a cone.
Yeah, that is very curious.
Well, if it is a castle weapon, they sure did mess up their calculations.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well-
You hit the bridge.
You hit the bridge, they can't get in.
Yeah, I guess, but why not just raise it?
Yeah. Bear, with that investigation, too, you can also notice a few other things. You notice that there are some ropes that seem to have now sunk inside of the water. They were tied up to the edges of, like, walls, like, to your left and right, and then they ended up sinking afterwards. Something along the line. Maybe, potentially even just, like, hook rope that was tossed and tried to bridge the way
For
across.
the rats to scurry.
Yeah, rats came in through the water. lowered the bridge. Too many of them, so the knights couldn't drop it. Best course of action, blow the bridge. But a lot.
The door. It's closed, though.
Looks? Yeah, actually. And wait, what the fuck happened here?
This information will be useful during the trial segment later on.
Yeah, no kidding.
Objection.
Well, it is a good thing to investigate because we ought to know if we're dealing with just rats or
Something
something
else.
more devious.
Oh, we should just assume that we're dealing with something more devious.
Yeah.
Yes,
fair.
after all, this is a game jammed by Christian. Like Laz looks at the dragon statues like with some wonder in his eyes. He has only ever seen like drawings of dragons since they are not native to this part of the world. Are these dragons?
Barrett nods. Yeah. Curious why they'd have statues of them here.
Symbols of power.
I
Maybe
guess.
they're big fans.
Yeah, guess.
Oh, that's all the nobles love to use extinct animals and weird nonsense in order to make them feel like they're some special biggest thing on earth. Almost ironic, though, using something like that. After all, you end up dying. Just like proof you would go all out the door anyways.
Out of curiosity, when we've been walking, I know we're not inside this keep just yet, and we should probably start heading that way. Is there any more dragon symbolism?
Imagery.
Yeah.
So you kind of check around, and it doesn't seem like it too much. In fact, make me a bit of a check right now.
Sure. What are you thinking?
Investigation.
Oh, love it.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of a strange thing where you find some like inscriptions here, and it's a bit of a it's hard to translate. It's an old form of like it's almost like it would be the equivalent of like an older text, but it is something you can kind of piece together and stuff.
Sure.
There seems to be a fable instilled on these dragons.
Oh.
And in some case, you actually look at it and you feel like there's something talking about the four warriors, something about the four warriors and traveling the world. It seems that it's hard to really make out the full tale and fable because you're only picking up words you can. But it seems like there's something here where you can assume that these dragons are not symbols of power. Neither are the sigildry of anything like that. These are the palace. These are dragons are laid at the end of a long gauntlet of death that any invader force would have to go to. This is a warning. These are symbols of warning that even these beasts could not kill us, and yet you attempt to break through and kill us yourself.
Interesting. So the words that I can't read, is that very specifically like it's just old, or is it a language?
It's very old.
Okay,
yes.
fair enough.
And there is
trying
like
to
some
read
language
Old
stuff.
English.
It's like it's kind of like trying to read original Beowulf in terms of what's going on.
That makes
there.
sense. Cool.
Dragon Slayers. This just got a whole lot more interesting. Laz, like, with his 200 pounds of armor and mass, just chick.
Josen watched you ford and then let go of the chain and goes across himself.
Yeah.
Oh, now are we gonna break through this, buddy?
You just see a large metal grate.
Right.
I've got it. Get out of the way.
All right. Okay. Josen like hangs off the chain on the side there.
And
All right. Give me that attack and charge.
Yep.
Come
This is a very
on.
nice track.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. 20 DC. So you charge forward, and this gate that already seemed to be pretty damaged just collapses down as you charge through to the other side. One of the rats getting caught up and knocked with you as you emerge in a courtyard.
Oh. Open the gates.
Let me see. Gate open.
Ooh,
So
nice.
I'll just, you move on through.
Barrett will
He
very
just ran over a fucking rat.
Barrett very shakily using the chain to walk across.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Let me put you all on the other side now. But,
Sure.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I don't think Barrett will go that far. Oh.
No, don't go that far. And oh wait, hang on. Yeah, there you go. If you want to move around that end.
I will immediately
Bam.
pull out my sniper rifle to kind of like survey the area, see if there's any
All right.
movement or anything of the sort.
You see light fire laying across this town. It seems to have smoldered down a little bit over time, potentially because of the dampness of the terrain. It hasn't spread too far. You notice that there's a little town on this side. It seems to be constructed slightly differently. In fact, you would say that its construction almost seems to mimic a town you'd find further north.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like you walked through a gate and you're somewhere else. You're definitely still in the Sicklands, though, and you can tell the different like mosses that hang from the wall. It's not that you're literally somewhere else. It just feels like it.
Got
And
it.
on this side, there is still blood and death. You notice that there seems to have been some type of fighting retreat in a direction. There are multiple rings of this town.
More
Oh.
dragons. Last
Yeah.
points at northwest. I don't know directions in English.
Southeast, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
The exact opposite.
Wow. North and south.
Hey, man.
Wow.
You good?
Wow.
You good?
Okay, me.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
Congratulate.
Just remember,
Oops.
going clockwise, it's never eat soggy waffles. Northeast.
That's
southwest.
actually really good.
There you go.
That's actually really good. Thank you.
I
Never
kind of
eat soggy
forwards
waffles.
I
down
love
and
soggy waffles.
it kind of looks around the area and it's just like, this is strange.
What stands out to you?
Well, just she kind of looks around. Well, the night corpse has stopped.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the fight started going on their favor.
Maybe
In their favor.
It seems like they did a running retreat. Don't see many signs of civilians too. That was the other thing.
You think they got pushed back?
Potentially.
Yeah, I mean,
And
It would make sense.
your
you-
father did tell us. Sorry, go ahead.
It would make sense. You don't want to keep your you don't want to keep your small folk still holed up in the village while a siege is occurring outside your gates,
yeah.
especially if
that-
it looks like the gate's about to break.
Not only that, but your father did mention that the only people holed up in here are people of noble birth and such, and I don't think you'd see that kind of person roaming around.
Ugh.
What
Yeah,
is
you're
usually
right.
The servants' area.
Ugh. What a gross place. All right.
Barrett's gonna listen very carefully to see if he can hear like combat or maybe unlikely but commands being given or something of the sort.
The sound of combat has died out. All you hear is crackling fire.
Okay, so yeah, this is over.
Yeah, I'm gonna light this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna use your
So,
light.
Yeah, 30-foot aura.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure, yeah. You do a 30-foot aura. There is no one invisible directly around you right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it
Yeah,
open.
hold it up.
It
Yeah, yeah,
lasts
for sure.
6
It
hours.
lasts 6 hours, so yeah. You kind of advance this way. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Barrett's gonna look in the well just in case.
It seems that, despite thinking you'd see some kind of body or blood spilling into it, and there was fighting nearby, there's like a few drops that have seemed to have murked the water a bit, but otherwise it seems to shimmer in the sun.
Seeing that there are these dragons in the front of this building here, does it have any labeling or anything
Yeah.
from the outside that's like, oh, this is like a guild hall or something
Yeah.
of the sort?
Yes, it appears to be the Grand Night Hall is the subtitle that falls upon it. A great building, once more the inscriptions lie, this time speaking of the warriors who defended. This mighty building lies defeated, destroyed. The roof has begun to collapse in on itself. The building itself is nearly done.
I think that's going to require our attention. The building next door, just to the left of it, I presume that's like just a house.
That's just the watchtower.
Oh.
Or that's a one. Oh, to the left of that one. Yeah, that's a house. These are houses.
Okay.
You go inside there, and I'll even really quick, just as a visual for that.
Wow.
Let me just
roll initiative, bastard.
take you back here.
Oh.
So, you progress inside a building. You see collapsed wood hanging low as this building has mostly been destroyed at the main lobby. Inside, you see a few statues that have fallen and cracked and broken from the impacts. It seems that the building almost burned and then the supports finally died. You can tell that despite this place being cleaned, it still is worn through the ages. This place doesn't look it, but it certainly has aged 70 years with no new construction work done on it since that date. Everything here is frail. You notice some portraits on the wall, some paintings that have shriveled up by the heat of the fire or been burned out by the smoke. As you kind of progress forward, you see it looks to be display cases. Hanging up there, you see 4 display cases that almost sit waiting above there with different weapons that look like they were supposed to be hanging inside of them. Though, it seems that all weapons are vacant. There's an inscription that hangs there. It simply says, "The resting place for when they return." And that's it.
Huh.
Do I remember this place?
No, not really. Carthian, why don't you make me, what the hell do
History?
I make? History would be, I think, a fair enough choice, yeah.
Come on, Carthian.
Time to see if my daddy paid all that money for book learning for good reason.
Come on,
Did
Dad.
I pay attention in class?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you
hovered
did.
over that one.
Wow.
Your family history, you never had one of these. Because these are older than your family concepts, but you did know of some nobles and were taught of this. This is something that was mostly discarded, and the only ones left were the ones that were kept left over and maintained. Because while it grew out of fashion to keep these things, it would be sacrilegious to take them down. They are, the best way to put it is, they're resting sites. They're large monuments dedicated to warriors and heroes, adventurers from noble families that never returned, that never did come back, but also were never killed or disgraced in any sort of way like that. This is a site with multiple areas that seems to usually, they would come out, make food every day and put it out on there just in case, like 3 times a day, just in case they ever came back during that period. There's a giant wall full of different items and needs, everything you could need from returning from a long quest. And there's also multiple areas where you would rest your armor and weapons after returning. And as you see, this resting home no longer lays standing for those people, wherever they are, probably dead, as they always are. But that does mean there would be a few things left over here that might be of value to you, sort of buried under the rubble.
It would seem as though that sign was optimistic.
Yeah. Looking at where these weapons and possibly armor had been resting, because they hadn't likely been moved for a long period of time, is it possible to examine the
Outlines?
dust? Yeah, and see if there's obviously I won't get 100% answer,
Yeah.
but like an approximation of maybe what is here.
This is, I'll tell you right out, it's actually not possible to do that because this place is dusted continually by servants.
Oh, that makes okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it cannot. There is some ash and some damage, but that's all recent.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Let's move the rubble a little bit. There may be something interesting here.
Sure. Let's be careful though. I mean, I don't know who these people are, but we should show some respect, yeah.
Laz says a quiet prayer under his breath and starts, not moving all the rubble because that would be insane.
Right.
Just pertinent spots, they at the corner of the room where there may have been some chests or something like this, something like that.
Yeah, no, super fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you start searching around. Everyone does, and as you do that, you begin to kind of piece your way around. And I'll let all of you roll on a magic table, item table,
Ooh.
roll
Wow.
table here. Yeah, only for the 4 main party members.
Sure.
That's all you're
Yeah.
gonna find. So Laz, you go
we
first.
find another wonder gun.
That's a
what do I
good
roll?
magic item.
Potion of water breathing again. Next. Let's see. Barrett, we'll go Barrett now.
Sure.
And these don't need to be given to the person that they're taking them. They are things. A 3rd level spell scroll.
Ugh, get it away.
Yeah. you don't- yeah.
Ugh,
Wow,
fucking
it's funny
paper.
that everyone's been getting the things they don't need so far in their rolls. That's really funny. Elemental gem.
Oh.
And where's D100? I just yes, here
Christian
we
is
go.
rolling.
I can
The
click
Christian's
the button
actually
for
just
you,
rolling it,
yeah.
'cause it actually
Unless
shows
you,
you
if
what-
you want to roll it, I'll let you roll it because that's
Okay.
It goes
So,
to
yeah.
100.
it goes to 100. So 85. That result is a cap of water breathing. So the better version of the potion.
Wow.
That's pretty funny.
Wow!
Especially because you found a recipe for water breathing.
Yo, this sucks.
We have the entire evolutionary
Yeah.
line.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the,
However,
the
yeah.
spell scroll and the elemental gem, those are both very good.
yes.
Yeah, really interesting.
So, you find a lot of goods that seem to be for water breathing. A cap, a potion. There's a lot around that, which sort of feels interesting because you've already found a lot of that kind of stuff throughout the world.
A scroll.
Yeah.
The
So,
scroll, the scroll is for water breathing.
yeah. So let me just roll a 1d4 really quick. That's the wrong. Why did I type that into the Discord?
What did
My
you
man.
mean by this?
Hang on. 3.
3.
All right. You notice that it's a red corundum, which seems to have a it's
Water
it's
breathy
red
effect.
that seems to glow with this vibrant red energy. Yeah. So who wants to pocket that?
Who's the spellcaster? Cortina?
Cortina's our most spellcaster that can spell. So
I can hold it. I can conjure elementals anyway.
I mean, try slotting it into a weapon. Who knows?
the elemental gem.
The gem.
Oh, the
but I
gem-
think that would.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a thing you crack and you just get an elemental.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. It's a conjure elemental spell.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a very cool and dangerous thing to have.
We can't control it.
Hmm.
Well, you can
Can't
control it, but if
control
it gets bonked too hard, it goes, "I'm mad," and just starts killing everybody.
It's a Pokeball.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, the
Awesome.
3 is the corundum. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I?
I don't know which one that is, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and it's like a flower.
No, it is still a gem.
Oh, my apologies. Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, I guess I'll examine it, but I don't know how useful I'll be.
What color is Corundrum so I can figure out what element it is?
It's like
Red.
red. Yeah, so it's probably like
Okay.
a fire elemental.
Water.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's an elemental of water breathing.
It's a titanic elemental. It's this fucking Leviathan.
Yeah.
That's why they give you so much water breathing shit.
Yeah.
Just floods the room.
Barrett just holds the like looks at the gem a bit. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable holding that or this piece of paper. Holds out the scroll.
I will hold everything you don't want
Alright.
to hold.
Sure. You don't know what spell is in there yet. You can reason that red spell fire elemental. However, you're beyond that. You're not sure what the spell is until you rest and are able to examine it.
How much is the helmet of water breathing worth?
Probably a decent amount of money.
Probably an okay amount.
It's going to be better than a potion, I should say.
It's not a
Yeah,
helmet,
you
it's a cap.
would have a good time selling that on Leviara of all places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could keep it for vacation.
I mean,
I
you can always
I
just,
bet.
you can always just if you're not
Go
attuned
home.
to too many items, it's still worth having.
Yeah.
What do you hate
I don't
breathing?
know. Maybe.
As an
On- on,
artificer, I can attune to like 4 things because artificer's bonkers, and I picked exactly the wrong class for Barrett because it's like, oh, you can have so many magical items on you. I don't like those.
I am a fighter, so I don't imagine I can attune to too many. I've already got a
3.
lance. Oh,
Three,
okay.
three
That's not
is
too bad.
like the
It's standard.
normal amount. Yeah.
It would be so mean if they capped martial classes to like 2 for using martial like magic items.
That'd be so
'Cause that's what they
stu-
needed the
that's what
most. They need the
It
most.
would be
God.
stupid.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a wizard's decision,
Yeah.
but
Therefore, show them.
Yeah.
The-
Proceed.
The wizard who
investigation,
wants
I
a
suppose.
monopoly on magic items.
Yeah.
sick bastards.
The Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Guy.
We
I
love
got the-
casting
I-
spells.
I got the We Love Casting Spells shirt.
Oh, best
Mo got it for
level.
my birthday.
I just rolled for what spell you had. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's
Huh?
really useful. Alrighty.
It's a
Water
water breathing.
breathing?
It's a water breathing spell. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Freedom of movement.
Barrett will hand the scroll over to Cortina because she's the most likely to be able to cast it. And
It's like it's
Is
my
that Braille?
birthday.
I mean the elemental gem I feel can be left in anyone's hands, quite frankly, because that's a great I need a helper right now button.
I think Carthian should have it.
I'd be down for that.
Have what?
The elemental
The
gem.
Pokeball.
So
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
yeah, so you can, if you're feeling like you could use a little backup, you could just create a fire elemental. We assume it's a fire elemental based on its color.
It is a fire elemental.
I looked in the book.
Elemental.
Yeah.
Wait.
Now, if you guys are done looting this grave, we should probably move on.
Yeah.
Not a grave. No one's buried here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start to walk by, and I just realized now that as Josen walks by, he takes a glance at the scroll and is like, "Oh, wait a second, I know that one.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
That's a
No,
counter
like-
spell scroll."
Oh shit! Actually, that is very useful. Huh.
That's really good.
Oh god, can any of us even use it?
Oh, I can use it.
Oh, do we trust Josen with a counter spell?
I mean, he is currently our ally, and it's not like he can counterspell 90% of our comp, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He can't really counterspell anything that we do.
Yeah, he can't really counterspell a lance to the face.
Yeah.
I am optimistic that Josen will rely on survival instinct far enough to understand that counterspelling any of us when we're trying to buff the crew or do something to protect would be a poor decision.
Yeah, Josen is not stupid, and he is a member of the Ebon Ward. Like, we fuck around, but he wouldn't straight up
is.
betray us. He wouldn't run away mid-fight, but he wouldn't try to kill us.
Barrett's gonna roll up the scroll and just press it into his chest. This is, I want you to understand, this is a sign of trust. Do not break it. Yeah.
I dutifully accept that. This scroll will be used to destroy our enemies.
Yeah.
And
Is
if
it
we
darker
don't
now?
use it by the time we separate, we're taking it
No.
back.
It was always this.
Oh, that was like
Yeah, it's because of the smoke hanging in the air. It's sort of blocking out the sun a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I lit the lantern.
Yeah.
Right. So then, we keeping going now, huh?
Yeah.
Good old. I'm getting restless.
Barrett's gonna he's not gonna fully go into the building, but he's gonna go to the window and just kind of look inside and just
Alrighty.
see if he sees anybody.
You see a knight doing the Fortnite default dance.
Yeah, you no one's inside that. A bit of ash caked on the window. You wipe it aside, and it seems to be a made table and all that, but nothing else.
Yeah, I'm walking with my shield out. No weapons, just the shield.
All right.
Not like I could carry two at the same time. Anyways,
Yeah,
hey,
so- Anyways, let me just select everyone.
just buffing up my AC.
And all right, so woo! Okay. Next step. You continue moving through the town, and you see multiple damaged buildings as you go. As you progress, there's not really much else to see in town itself. A bit more combat. You do eventually run into the body of a knight. which seems to have gotten cornered in an alley. But otherwise, it seems more and more like there is a coordinated retreat effort.
Homeboy got shanked in the alley, dude. That's a bad way to go.
Yeah, like obviously, Barrett doesn't want to spend too much time because he's like, we probably are on a bit of a time crunch here. Looking at these knights' bodies, is it very specifically like clearly just overwhelmed by numerous stabs from creatures?
There were a lot of rats died next to it. Yes.
Okay, so because his big concern is he's like, okay, have any of these knights been hit so hard that like their chests caved in, which is not something a rat could do, or burnt or anything, like anything different from what we know of the rat's capabilities?
You think, geez, let's see. Give me another investigation roll.
Okay, come on, Barrett.
Go, Mr. Brushfire.
All right.
All right. You, it's an interesting theory. As you kind of keep walking through, the thought keeps running in your mind, even though as you check through, you don't see any sign of that on any knights you check. But it feels like that should be correct. Something in your mind makes you think that should be correct, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Yeah.
Spellcaster, maybe.
Yeah.
I say as Unger, not as Lazarus.
Yeah. All right.
So
has no
you
idea
step
what that
up
looks
and you
like.
notice to your left there's an empty stable, to your right some trees, and forward on there's a bridge where you see one dead rat having landed down. The door seems to have been shut.
He almost made it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look my spells real quick.
I wonder what they wanted so bad.
Not sure, but we need to be careful approaching, because if the knights are going to be anywhere, it's going to be here. And they
God,
don't.
I wish I. Go ahead.
And they don't know we're allies.
Should we call out?
No. We could try to talk with the knights once we meet them, but
We don't know who won. That's one big problem.
Yeah.
I wish I still had my climbing speed.
Yeah.
Barrett is going to approach the door. Is it
Just
like...
attack Carthian. Can you move?
I think so.
Okay, just wanted to check.
Yeah, I take up too much bridge space.
That's fair, yeah.
So
yeah, you step up, and what do you do?
I'm going to examine the door.
All right.
Is it locked or... I assume it's probably
No,
locked.
it's open.
Oh, it's open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just been closed right now.
Barrett is going to look to Laz and give like a silent nod of like ready.
Laz nods, like, I'll take left, you take right.
Barrett nods and then very slowly and as quietly as... Actually, hold on. I'm going to perception this door in case there's a trap set up.
Yeah, no.
Perception, yeah.
Laz gives you a mirror to look under the door.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
All right. Give me advantage on this one then.
Oh, that's...
Because you're getting assisted.
Very kind of you. Because of my perception, he's kind of...
Adventurous kid, dude.
Oh my god! Oh man. Okay. Well,
Can I be
it's advantage.
perceptive?
It's a screen door. The mirror doesn't work.
Not at Cortina. Oh, let me think.
No, I'm actually really good at perception.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if this is something you could see, but I'm trying to think of the way how do your senses work?
I probably can't see much over here.
Yeah, your special eyes.
It'd have to be more like a feeling. Unless it's very lush garden on the other side of the store.
It's not. In fact, you step on this bridge, and I think for the first time in your life, it feels very disconnected from nature, and it's kind
you're
of
like
icky.
dizzy and shit.
I don't like bridges.
So make me a perception with disadvantage here, but
Hell
you can
yeah.
do it, yes.
Don't worry, I ate the one.
Where'd my sheet go? Oh, there.
The mirror was a little bit dirty, sorry.
Hey, man. It's a
It
good
also
idea.
wasn't a mirror.
Yeah, like, the adventurer's back. There we
Okay,
go.
that's good enough.
Yeah.
There's a body on the other side of this door, and that's what's holding the door shut.
Oh, I'll wake it up. Get out the
all
way.
Okay, you awaken the body, have it step back, and you guys crack the door open and move on to the
Ooh.
other side.
Oh, it was a knight's body.
Yeah, it seems to be standing there now. Everyone can move on through now.
Again, multiple stabs.
I'll drag
I
you through,
assume.
Carthian.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
There we go.
you notice this one seems to have been stabbed a lot.
Yeah, this This is
Though-
usually a kill box.
Though,
Right.
yeah. Killbox, continue.
People stand in the upper walls and shoot through the matriculations into this
And you
little box while
do
the
find
invaders
multiple-
try to.
you do find multiple bullet holes on the ground at some point.
Love me a good matriculation.
And
It's a good
one
word.
of the things you do notice is in this spot, there are some ashes that seem to have burned off to the side, and it makes you question where exactly all of the bodies went that were supposed to be in this kill hole.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, that's disintegration. That's not fire.
That's,
I say as Angra.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not like bloody enough in here to suggest that many people died, is
Yeah.
it?
It definitely, some people did die in here.
Mhm.
It's hard to really tell at this point. It seems like sand has been kicked up. There was a lot of heat located in here at some point.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, Barrett, as you step past, you turn around, you see a gigantic hole in the back of this helmet.
Oh, in the back of it.
You didn't
Uh-oh.
see it until you stepped past, but you see a gigantic, it looks like there was a sharp object stabbed through the back of the head, at which point the helmet almost broke under the weight
Ooh.
and caved in on itself.
How large of a hole are we talking? And can I investigate this closer to see if it's like a point blank gunshot or something like that?
A warhammer?
It
Not a
looks like-
warhammer, a
A
war
lance.
Yeah.
It looks like a war pick.
Oof.
Yeah. Lance takes out his warhammer and flips it around, revealing the spike. This,
Yeah.
but sized up about 4 times, I'd guess. Laz has it's his lander little hammer.
It's just a little guy.
Barrett looks to this door now to the north. Is this also just unlocked and good to go?
No, that one is locked.
Okay.
Want to do an investigation for me?
Which,
I would love to do an investigation.
All right.
Oh, rude.
It's hard to tell exactly what happened. You do notice that the knight has keys on him.
Oh, well, yeah, why not?
wait.
Barrett's gonna grab the keys.
The knight
They don't
slapped
go
your
to
hand
this
away.
door.
Hey,
Yeah, if the door is locked, where did all the rats that, in theory, attacked went?
I
Did they
don't like.
climb the walls?
I don't like this. Something's really wrong here.
Still pretty quiet, yeah.
Yes. The only sounds you hear are the slight simmering of fire from the distance, and also the water beneath you that seems to flow and shift quietly.
Barrett's
You
gonna,
do
Oh yeah.
unlock the door, however.
Yeah, I want to open this very slowly and as quietly as possible.
You do so. You do catch an eye in the edge of your vision, a dead rat on the other side.
Yeah, probably not the stealthiest guy around, but maybe if someone
Carthian,
wants to
it
stop
kind
him.
of seems like it's going to be really hard to take Lupescu in from this point on.
Oh,
no.
cool. All right. Stay put, boy.
Oh
Lupescu
no.
kind of looks up and then kind of goes on down and just kind of looks at you.
The zombie gets on Lupescu's back.
Do we?
You're gonna dirty his fur.
Maybe I'm
Lupescu.
overthinking things. Do we really want Lupescu to be in the kill pit?
Yeah, no, not really. Shit. Go hunt.
Lupescu runs
I
off.
Can,
and,
I
yeah,
can
what's
make
up?
him into something small.
Oh,
That's
wait a minute, wait a
true.
minute, wait a
Yeah,
minute. Yeah. Let's do
Wait,
that.
wait.
Wait, don't go eat.
Don't hunt.
Don't hunt.
Can you shrink him down for just a second?
Sure.
Let's see. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So-
is there another animal that would be like
A
strong enough
wolf?
to just a
Regular wolf.
He wouldn't be able to mount it, but
Yeah, but I mean, as long as we can get him into the room.
oh, that feels
Aw.
wrong.
So-
It's like
that
he's
feels
a-
like
It's like he's a puppy again.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
He kinda, yeah. Oh my god.
So there
Uh-huh.
is a really weird thing we could try. Goliaths have an ability where they are considered one size category larger when it comes to lifting and carrying things. If we turned Lupescu into a Goliath and he just gave Carthian a piggyback ride, would that work?
Fucking Chewbacca C-3PO ass, fucking
Mecha Shiva ass.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
You are very much probably correct. I just wanted to throw that idea out.
You use
a
this on
piggyback
Lupescu.
ride with a lance.
Lupescu is a little
so
surprised
funny.
at first, but Lupescu also feels like you notice that he's like he knows this body type well. He knows how to fight like this. This isn't like a surprise for him.
Yeah.
So it's not a big problem.
It's just like everything else is bigger to him than usual.
Exactly. He kind of goes up and he leaps up on your plate armor and kind of just like look at you dead in the eyes and kind of look past your mask a bit.
Mm-hmm.
As you just like try to he's
like, how dare you?
How dare kind of that kind of thing. He's bugging you about this. But yeah, eventually pops down and moves along with next to you. So time to go.
Yeah. Barrett's going to very carefully step in. By the way, this
you notice a
map looks
ton
really
of blood
nice.
on the floor. Yeah, you notice a ton of blood on the floor.
I look to the ceiling.
Yeah, fair.
You look to the ceiling.
Just shit.
You do notice there is like a few instances of blood probably having been knocked up on the ceiling from massive impacts.
Barrett's
Somebody was in here swinging.
going to scoot past Josen and examine this little book. Is this
Alrighty.
like a entry log?
Ledger.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it appears to be a guest list.
Yeah.
It's been splashed with a little bit of blood. It doesn't seem to be
Yeah,
outdated.
let's take a little look.
Who's the newest guest, if we're even able to read that?
Make me an investigation check.
Rats.
Man, I love how much investigation's coming up. That's like one of my
Yeah.
good boys. Yeah, all right.
You
hovered over 20 to me.
Bunch of rats signed
You
it.
see a guest inputted about a decade ago. One Mrs. Payne.
Wow.
More
Okay.
evidence, baby. Grab that shit.
Yeah. I think Barrett does grab that. He's like, I don't. Yeah. He's gonna grab the book and very carefully put it in a bag, and he'll want to look through
we
that
now
later.
have 2 official documents proving that Charlotte Payne came to the Sicklands about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Barrett's also just like crossing the arm, and it's in this moment he realizes, like, how did this bitch get this far down with a squad and no one knew, and then got back unscathed?
Joseph kind of looks at the ledger. Oh, what's that then?
Just guest log.
Oh, anything good?
Looks at Josen, thinks about it. Yeah. He points in the book. Charlotte Payne.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shh.
Right. That's something special now, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna want to do deeper dive into this later, but it's a good start.
Right. Well, sounds good to me. Interesting stuff. What's she doing down here?
Well, he puts the book away. She's the one that poisoned the king.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I missed a lot.
Yeah, you missed a lot. And not
10
bothering to
years
mention
ago.
the demigod of conquest.
Yeah, let's leave that part out.
We're gonna, yep.
Maya puts up a finger.
We'll leave him a
And,
treat.
Oh, bless you,
moves on
Maya.
up. And she moves utterly silently through as she checks through, going through the door and kind of scouts a little bit ahead for you guys. As she sort of just checks and then kind of comes back through. And she seems to be slightly more like, she's still sneaking, but she seems less like dedicated to it as she walks back through the door. The next few rooms have nothing, but there are bodies. It doesn't really make sense. Come take
Rats.
a look. Both. Come take a look.
The lantern is still lit. Just real quick.
Yes.
These little knight fellas.
Mm-hmm.
The armor stands. Are they
Yeah.
wearing the same type of armor as
They are.
the guards?
Yes.
Okay.
Barrett's
You
gonna...
step through and see more regal versions, but yeah, you check through and you notice there's some bodies here. Another knight
Banner
propped up
bearer.
against the door, holding the line to the last, and then there's a few other different directions you can go as well, but you check through here first.
Yeah, he's gonna poke his head
How
in.
did the attack progress so fast?
Yeah, I mean, to
I've
be
been
fair,
thinking the same thing. Sieges tend to take months, but I guess if half your force can climb walls, then the walls don't really matter.
Cortina, when you first saw the rats, they were flooding in, right?
Yeah, Cortina, when you checked, there were still, it was a bit hard to see from the distance. There was still fighting on the inside of town and stuff, but you, like, honestly, you saw what was going on from a bird's eye view, and
They weren't nearly this dead.
right?
This massacre happened then in a matter of minutes.
Barrett pokes his head in very carefully.
all right, you do so. More dead bodies.
Seeing a lot of interesting.
Books.
Barrett immediately goes to a desk and investigates.
You're looking at a desk. This one doesn't seem... It's like a personal log from someone you don't know. It's covered in blood and...
The fuck is this box?
What box?
Oh,
This
no.
gross ass box.
On the bottom right.
Oh, the bottom right?
No, next to Barrett.
Huh?
On top of Laz.
Oh,
that like a
I think it's like a
flower pot?
planner.
Oh, yeah, that's a flat... Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, probably like a
I thought it
little,
was like a...
probably a little corner
Flashed.
table with a potted plant.
There's a crackling fire in the corner.
Yeah.
And yeah, Carthian.
Only rat bodies, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there are some knights too, but yeah.
A model ship. Cornelius.
Yeah. Barrett looks this like, what a dumb hobby. A vampire in Leviara sneezes.
Carthian,
It's me.
Maya kind of moves in with you, and let me really quick. Let me add some vision to Carthian, so camera ever like
That
you
would
know,
be
people can see.
huge if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can. I like people being able to see what they can see, but I think Carthian. You should see Carthian now, right? Will?
I cannot.
Oh, okay.
9.
I mainly only want Will to be able to see that. Oh, that's strange. Okay. Oh wait, I think I know how to do this. Okay.
Attributes.
Now you
scale,
should see
minor,
him.
Indomitable was
Yeah.
present in the
No.
Going to the right.
No, I can't see him at all.
Oh, okay,
Try to
interesting.
refresh.
Then I'll just, no, what I'll just do is I'll just put a Barrett there. Camera Barrett.
Camera Barrett.
Camera Barrett.
To the right. Carthian, you start stepping through as well, and there's more open paths moving off this way as Maya kind of stalks behind you. You notice more open doors. Do you have a perception you could use for me right now? Let's see. Yeah, you do have a perception skill if you're looking around.
Oh my god, this place is huge.
It is.
Okay. More blood, less bodies, more singed doorways.
Christian.
Kind of. Yeah.
No, it's just-
I think I figured out what happened.
Oh.
Doesn't that guy show up whenever there's fire?
Oh.
The arbitrator?
Wouldn't we have any amount of snow?
Yeah, the arbitrator comes with snow, though.
Oh, snow. Okay, I was thinking it was fire for some reason.
Although,
No, he does show up when there's fire, but when he comes, a blizzard shows up with him.
yeah. God.
And the sound of a bell.
Yeah, although, so here's the thing, though. We know there's an arbitrator of winter. There are 3
What
more
if there's
seasons.
an arbitrator of summer,
Yeah.
fall, and autumn?
Yeah,
Autumn? What?
I mean,
Head damage.
like for all we know, this is such a fucking leap in logic, but like winter is associated with death and all that jazz, and I feel like with winter, fire brought it forth, so it's like opposites or whatever.
Wait.
Do you think it's spring? Like an arbitrator of
Wait.
spring showed up? I have no idea.
Wait. Didn't they talk about 4 warriors?
Yes, that's true too. 4 seasons. I mean, again, we could be barking up entirely the wrong tree, but like,
Yeah, but it...
To bring it back for a moment,
I was also
Carthian,
thinking
what do you
about
wanna
the
do?
original wardens.
Yeah, Carthian, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna keep going.
Alrighty.
and then I assume this is like a stairwell that goes up the tower. Then, yeah.
Yes, but as you sort of progress, keep going. You notice you peek through a door and you see more dead bodies.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Lovely hall.
maybe let's
Cortina
not
is
split
now
apart
lost.
too much.
Yeah.
I think Barrett will stay close to you and just be like, "Hey, we're over here," and like even maybe even hold your hand, just like
Yeah, I really can't see.
yeah. Barrett will hold your hand, and because he's got a handgun, so he can actually like walk with you and all that.
Yeah.
The light bulb
Laz
is
will
on.
take this globe.
Okay, sure.
He's just looking at it while walking.
You guys continue progressing that way. Meanwhile, Carthian, you're gonna go up a little more.
I'm gonna hop into the dining room real quick.
Sounds good. Step on through.
Yeah, just for the people on the west side of the castle. If Barrett's not moving, that's because I'm cameraing over here.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
I can't
I
get it.
don't
Let me-
want to
oh, yeah, let me move
split
you
the
through. There you
party
go.
too much, if possible, but
Maya's
Ooh,
would
piano.
this is
like
a
to have Carthian right now.
long hallway.
Yeah. So,
Actually, I
yeah,
just
you look
realized-
inside, and Carthian, you see a large dining banquet hall, which seems to be covered in blood.
What condition is the piano in?
The piano, it's actually in great condition.
Oh, I haven't played since I was
Maya
a boy.
steps up. Carthian, I don't know if that's a great idea.
Also, I think you can delete camera Barrett, because as long as I don't have Barrett selected, I can see other people.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's why. All right.
Yeah,
that
that's why
moves up
I was being a goofus.
Yeah. So let me skip back over here for a second. So you guys are walking up. Cortina, you're leading the way, and Barrett, you're right there too.
Yeah. While holding her hand, Barrett's gonna be like, maybe I should lead. No offense. Just feels kind of rude to use you as a shield.
The zombie is being used as a shield.
Fair enough. Zombie, lead the way.
Zombie leads the way forward.
Something smells in the left.
Yeah. Looking in. Let's...
Oh,
I'm gonna move you up a space so you guys can see too. As you progress, you're chasing in every direction, and something does smell. Something smells like smoldering ash. As you turn to your right, and you notice something hanging in the hallway there. As you feel your heart stop for a second, as there's a figure standing, drenched in blood, looking up at a figure there, as it almost seems to hold its war pick in its hand.
And then just as a heads up, we can see its health and name. So I don't
Yes,
know. Okay.
that's
Yes.
Okay.
That's
this is the boss room.
Yeah. Just looking very quickly. This individual that's standing there, do they look similar to the statue?
There's perception roll for me.
I'm good at these. I'm not.
who made this map?
This is a pre-made map I got. I need to find the exact source again. It was really good.
Yeah, because it's really
18,
good map.
it
This
is.
a good map.
Judging by the large beard, it's hard to tell. They do seem to wear armor that appears a little similar, though.
Yeah, that was definitely the main thing, was looking just because, like, obviously the branches coming out of the head are a hard sell, but yeah, okay.
Sort of
You hear distantly from across the castle.
The arbitrator turns his head.
Oh no. Oh god.
Barrett, shoot him.
Yep. Barrett's gonna take out his sniper because I think he's far enough. Yeah, he is. Barrett's gonna take out a sniper and take 2 shots.
Alrighty. You ignore partial cover that the statue gives with your trait. So there you go.
All right. You know what? Let's do it. -5. I'm gonna take 2 shots at this boyo. So, yep, that's fine. I mean, even with whether or not I had the -5, it's gonna miss. Same roll. Okay.
Okay.
It's combat, so Barrett fucks up.
You fire twice, and the shot rings through, and it goes wide as you're trying to aim past the statue. And he turns. As he turns around, you fire again, and it impacts against one of his horns as he turns, and the horn snaps, but otherwise he seems completely unaffected. Carthian, you hear 2 gunfire shots go off after you play your notes as Maya turns around suddenly.
Oh shit! Sorry, Barrett. I assume it scared him. You just hear, sorry, Barrett.
As that happens, really quickly, I guess it's time, isn't it?
It's play that boss music.
Play that boss. All right, let me
Play
quickly
that bossy music,
add some
white boy.
stuff to the initiative, some people to the initiative.
The pussy.
Oh Christ! I hope he doesn't call his buddies.
I'm like, wait, why is the boss music playing? Hey, wait a minute.
Wait, I'm not playing that. Carthian, it is your go.
Oh, music is playing?
No.
Carthian's like, why do I hear the boss music? I don't understand.
Let's begin combat. There we go. So, Carthian.
Okay.
You hear something.
What?
You hear the 2 gunshots go off, and then you hear a fire begin to build up. Not the one from the campfire, but another one from the courtyard that hangs just across the hall.
Oh no. It makes sense. That
doesn't sound good.
Yep. Oh god.
Let's take a look.
All right. Maya goes with you as you can that was there. Yep.
Let's see.
You gonna dash?
That'll be pretty much my whole turn. Yeah.
Yeah, you turn. And as you do that, you see this form that has turned briefly, and it turns over in your direction as it sees you. It raises up its war pick, and then let me just. It looks directly at you, but you realize it's actually looking a little past you. Instead, it's something that sits on your back. As on your back, you have a spear of some type, a weapon. And as he looks at that, he kind of puts. He sort of like sheathes his war pick, and he speaks. You all hear this booming voice that runs across the way, and as that happens, none of you understand what he's saying. This is far older than the text you were reading. This is a language that you assume has to be common, but the words are so different to hear. But as that voice comes across the way, Carthian, you hear gibberish that you understand. It feels like you understand intent somehow, deep inside your mind, without even understanding the words being spoken. You understand that it has acknowledged you. It has acknowledged you as a challenger, and it seeks to test you on one-on-one combat.
Oh.
He's challenging you to a duel in this very moment.
Well, I accept.
Again?
Why did I say that?
Why did you say that?
You say that, and it's such a weird thing to say. Everyone else notices something crazy in mind. Like, are you insane? And you notice that the arbitrator has put away the war pick and stepped off over to the side, and instead reaches over to his back and raises up his spear, stepping on over directly to an area of the playing field. Barrett, you raise your gun, but you notice he's walking strange. And as you look across the way, you notice that Carthian is walking up there as well.
Carthian, what are you doing?
I've got this.
What?
Do you have a horse?
You say that. You ask the question, and as you do, his hand begins to vibrate as suddenly emerging out from the area, almost absorbing into the area via this strange magical power, something begins to form up around. A strange, unholy presence, which unholy is not the right word. It's weirder than that. It's like some form of ghostly imminence that seems to form up and find itself a solidified form. It wields itself a mighty horn upon its head as it almost looks directly forward. This strange beast appears in front of you, looking for the actual thing.
Yeah. Barrett's going to grab Cortina. You gotta dismiss that polymorph on the dog.
Yeah, good idea. She dismisses the polymorph.
You dismiss the polymorph as the pescu suddenly grows up to a higher, like just a taller form. All right.
Thank you, Cortina.
And from that, the spear in one hand, the arbitrator raises up his fingers, 3. And then he steps on back. It seems that the match will be decided in 3 strikes.
Oh,
Alrighty.
baby.
So, now then, let me remove the unnecessary combatants here. There we go. All right. Okay, so, Carthian, we're starting out. You are the quicker combatant here, so you go. Let's go. This is a charge at the same time, but you get the first hit attempt.
Carthian, does Carthian need a squire to like aid him in setting?
He's already ready to go, but yeah.
Christ,
He's squired.
You charge in, make an attack roll.
The charge stuff is added to the damage, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm praying.
Don't worry, I've only rolled a 19 and a 17 so far in this session. This is gonna go great.
Oh God.
Oh! Hey!
Oh, nice! Alright, so, let me do some damage first.
I am going to seek to unhorse him, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
Carthian, you got this.
Give me plus 5. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So, let me just do a strength roll really quick. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's so funny! Okay, you charge in force.
Hit? Are you serious?
And as you go in and charge him, and on the first hit, you feel his body shake as suddenly he starts falling off, but also, it's not the only hit that happens. As before
That's
going
okay.
off, he connects with you as well. And let's see what happens here.
Oh,
Okay,
22
so
is
that's
his
a hit.
AC.
Let's do some
Oh,
damage
he
here.
gets advantage? Oh, yikes.
All right, DC 17 strength check.
ooh,
You do have good strength.
I do have good strength.
And you have advantage to this because you have Born to the Saddle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So, you both impact each other, and easily you both get knocked down to the ground in that singular moment as both of you go falling off your mouth. Both of you take damage.
Yeah,
So you
the
take
horses
17 piercing, and he
walk
takes 12 piercing.
Mhm,
Yeah, the
mhm.
horses walk past each other, or the mounts, I should say. And then he kind of stands up, and there's a bellowing laughter that emerges out, which seems to almost spew out a bit of embers as he laughs, as he sort of passively walks past and moves up back to his mount.
Oh boy.
Oh, let me-
Uh-oh.
Let me pass his heads back to you
There we go.
as both of you walk through the distance.
1-1.
So, with that, the next round begins, and both of you begin your charge back at each other. All right, make your first hit.
Come on, Carthian. Carthian, let's go, dude!
Gaming. All right, make that damage roll. Oh, just don't min damage. Don't min damage. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh. All right,
yeah.
he stays on, and as he goes
Wrong
in for his
weapon?
own. Wrong weapon. Wrong fucking weapon. Ignore that. That's not the right weapon. Ooh. Damage.
Oh my god.
16. Make me a saving throw. You get advantage.
Give me 1 second. I'm doing some mental brain math.
Sure thing.
16.
Takes 15.
Yeah, don't you have a
I think
parry
it's this.
thing?
Do I? I don't know.
You have advantage on this, yeah, so.
Yeah, I've got advantage, so I should be fine.
And it's a strength save, yeah?
Yes, a strength save.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
You get a plus 10 to this. Oh my god. So both of you stay on as the next charge goes. We're setting back. The final round begins. Both of you are match to match. 2 hits. both of you have gone down once.
Oh, I don't know how important this is. The first time Carthian rolled for his strength against being knocked over, he used a check, not a save. So,
that is important.
Would I have gotten extra?
You would have gotten like
You've gotten 5 extra. Yeah.
Oh shit!
So you would have passed that.
You would have passed. Alrighty. Well, we've already advanced, so we will finish the duel.
Okay.
But since it is these 3, just in case. So we charge forward once more as the next round begins.
Tie.
As make your first hit there. Wait, you left your mount behind, bro. Okay. Go for.
Okay.
I wonder what caused him to be summoned.
Yo!
What the fuck?
Give me them werewolf apartments, baby.
Oh man.
It's not a werewolf apartment because it's not nat 20s. This is like
do some
it's
damage
not.
to me. But
monster
yeah.
from the Black Lagoon
Yeah.
apartment.
Abodes, summer houses. All right, let's fucking go. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, man.
13. Let me saving throw first. All right.
Yeah.
Pass through. But he swings back at you.
Oh
Shit. Hey, Carthian.
Hey, what's up?
I'll let you pass at a price.
Ooh, yeah.
An arm.
Okay, so you charge through, and as you go, first let me do crit damage to you. Oh shit. Okay, 22 damage. You charge forward and you ram into him as you he manages to stay on his mount, but he arcs forward and rams on forward with his lance, and it goes straight up into your face. It cracks into your mask, cutting through the eye and cutting into your eye itself. As you feel yourself grip onto Lepescu, as your eye is impaled on the edge of this spear as he charges forward. You move through, staying on, and as we know by the canon, you start screaming. However, you were not removed from your mount once. As he goes through, and you hear a laugh on the other end as going through, not a laugh of villainy or any type of like malice, but instead a jovial one. As the man holds your eye upon his spear, he looks at it, and he raises the spear down, holds the eye, and he just fucking chucks it at you.
And the spear?
The eye.
Oh, that'd be fucked up. You're an
Shit.
honorable fighter.
I reach, I catch it.
feel
I
immense
lift my
pain.
mask.
Yeah.
I lift my mask just enough to put it in my mouth. And I chew it down and I fucking swallow my eye.
The arbitrator cheers, raising up his spear as he moves forward, and you notice that he raises up a hand to grab you off of your mount.
All right.
What do you do?
I take his hand.
Yes. And he pulls you down, and then he embraces you like a brother. And then he sort of pulls himself down, plants his spear into the ground. And he kind of turns over, and he looks back at you, and he says something. And he says this in a jovial sounding voice. You do not know the words, but the intent comes through. You and your friends may live. As he then steps over to the side and
GG.
GG, well played. He raises over and pulls a flower off from his helmet and raises it forward to you as some type of keepsake.
I will I'll put it in a vase when I get home. Shit.
You can always put it in your eye socket.
Oh shit, yeah, I could do
Have a
that.
cool
guard.
That'd be
This is
pretty
Dragon
sick.
Guard shit.
The arbitrator kind of turns to the side, checks around, and as he does that, you all just kind of watch. Carthian just got DI'd.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Barrett, he doesn't want to like fuck this up, so he stays a distance. Carthian, you all right?
Yeah, no, my eye is gone.
Yeah, no, I saw you ate it. I saw that.
I'll patch you up. Come over here. Barrett, quick, fix his mask.
Yeah. That's
Someone
my
give a
priority.
medicine check to stop Carthian from bleeding. I'm going to do
Yeah.
1d6 damage to you now.
Oh god.
One damage, not bad.
I can just
I'll let
pump
me-
him
I'll-
with magic, if that's okay.
Yeah, that'll do the job. Let's see how Cortina does this part. Cortina, you wrap the how do you fix up the wound? Actually, this is Cortina. What do you do?
I will grow some vines. from my sleeve and then wrap it around his head. And then I'll put the little flower in there.
Yeah, let's go with a 2nd level cure wounds.
All right, go for
it. Barrett's focus is the mask, trying to fix it to the best of his ability. I have mending, or would you prefer me to do a tinkering check to just like have a more hands-on approach?
You heal 16.
You can do tinkering for this, yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna lay on hands you for 20.
All right, cool. Yep.
Thank you. Oh.
The pain starts to subside a little bit, but you still feel like, oh, this masked eye is banged up. All you can do is like wrap it with tape, but this thing's fucked.
Oh,
it probably won't do a good job insulating anymore.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Carthian.
I gotta hit up Bryn for a new icon.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You did so.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Oh god, I'm fucked. Uh-oh.
Yeah. No. Hang on. There's gotta be something I got. It's probably not done yet, but I was working on a mask. That Yearn was teaching me about.
Yeah.
So it's not done, and I don't want to put it on him because I had a different idea for it. But I don't want him to get horrible disease, so I'm trying to figure out.
I'm looking through my spell list. Give me a moment. I might have this. It's just gonna take some spells. My smites. Let's see.
Thank God I have
Gentle repose. Not it. That ain't
Not
it.
yet.
Brave heroism. Let me just double check. Immune to frightened. Detect poison.
Are you trying to find a way to like
disease.
get rid of diseases and stuff like on him?
Give him protection from diseases at least for a little bit. Bless.
Rid of any disease. Okay, it doesn't prevent it though.
Yeah. So for now though,
Yeah.
You're standing in here, and it seems this place is pretty removed from the sick lands of Zerat in general. So there is just a matter of that strange golden ichor, but that seems to seep through skin, so it's not really a breathing problem.
Lesser restoration. No.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah. On the aftermath though, yeah, he just dueled that dude. It was crazy.
Well,
If I may say so myself, Carthian, sir, that was a magnificent display of skill.
Thank you. I appreciate the healing.
Lupeska kind of licks your eye or like your face a little bit.
Infection.
Well, they didn't get your eye, buddy.
Their mouths are actually very clean.
I'm more. I brush his teeth daily.
I can't really prevent any diseases from getting to you, but until we get that mask fixed, I'll make sure to keep healing your diseases for the time being. I'm sure Cortina can also do something about it, albeit...
He'll be fine.
Never mind.
It's okay. It's okay. I like Barrett's gravelly voice. Now I can have one too.
You got hit in the eye, not the throat.
That's not the cause of Barrett's voice.
Yeah. Barrett's real quiet. He didn't want people to get hurt, especially some young kid like Carthian.
Oh, please, I'm a man grown.
I
He
I
aged
know.
6 years.
We owe you.
That would have been an exceptionally difficult battle, judging by the battlefield here.
Yeah, it's big.
Maya makes a slow close, having done really anything since
Yeah.
what the battle had gone there.
Looked like he had killed about as many rats as we have.
Yeah. You after chosen?
Joseph's sliding through the
them.
map.
Yeah, I had to move them. I thought I opacity layered him first, but that is very funny. Yes, he's doing something. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I could do for you right now?
Find Josen.
Yeah.
Because he's out of sight right now.
Yeah, I'll track him down.
Yeah.
Did you
Upon
need
that,
help
actually,
standing up?
Yes, please.
you hear the drawbridge in front of you crack and open up a little bit as suddenly it peels on open, and as you go through, stepping out, shaking, like wiping his hands. Oh no, hello.
Hey, where you been?
Found the drawbridge, I did. Look at that. Cheap and helpful I am, you know.
Looks back. Yeah,
It was helpful. Last shrugs.
you're not wrong. It was helpful.
Yes, I was, you know. Joseph's always good to have on your side.
Yeah. Say, you've been looking around this place a pretty decent amount, right?
Oh, yeah, you know.
You, find anything interesting?
Hang on. Let me do a perception check.
Oh?
Oh, I guess he did. All right, let me do a deception check.
Yeah.
Nothing of super big value. I found some interesting things. I found the drawbridge, you know.
Insight check for me.
Yeah. Insight. What up?
Barrett is just the anti Joseph.
Okay, you both actually are under on the insight checks.
Mhm.
What about me?
Cortina,
What about
Cortina, you sense lies in the mouth of men. He kind of goes over. He's just like, "Oh, you okay?" He kind of pats you on the shoulder, and he's just like, "Wow, you look like you're pretty banged up. Here, let me give something for you. Here." He
think you're
hands you a
being
potion.
dishonest. Please don't change the subject.
Kind of reaches in. I found some gold. Fine.
How much?
Oh.
A lot.
How much is a lot?
A lot.
Give me a
Take
fucking
it.
number.
Take it and consider that your payment. That's all you're getting.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? I'll agree to that. Sure thing. He kind of nods his head and then just sort of like, yeah, that's fair. That sounds fair, don't you think? Yeah, it's fair. He kind of shakes hands with Barrett. He forces a handshake on you, Barrett.
Likewise.
Yeah, Barrett looks down at that. Yeah, whatever Carthian says goes.
In addition to that payment, you are to tell us about any further treasures you find before you take them.
Oh, of course I will. You know that. I promise.
We paid you well.
Hey, Cortina,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to use Geas on him?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god.
I'm saved some spells because of that fight avoided.
So yeah, you just kind of, in that minute, you're propping up the Geas spell, and as soon as he says that, he feels, oh,
What the hell did you just do?
You are here to help us raid this palace of any valuables. The gold is your payment.
Right. Oh, God. Yeah, right. Well, nothing to worry about now. I'm your loyal friend.
he kind of steps up grumbling.
Right.
Christian,
Mhm.
while that was happening,
Mhm.
I wanted to come into this room, like this
Mhm.
little dormitory.
Yeah.
Just check things out here.
Yeah, sure.
See some chests.
You find some personal effects. You look inside. It seems like someone's already ruffled through those at some point.
Yeah, the personal effects are something I am looking for.
Yeah.
Any pendants, any memorabilia.
You do find a lot of personal effects of what seems to be. This seems to be a hall for servants, but also there appears to be some equipment. A crossbow from probably this rat has stumbled on, covered with blood on the table. There was a fight in here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's nothing new elucidated here right now, at least. A lot of personal
Look at-
effects for people.
Just look at the book.
All right. You look at the book, and at first you're thinking it might be some personal ledger, but it's just a diary. Diary written by someone a long time ago with no new entries.
Old language too.
Somewhat. It's more of like old as in like 70 years ago. There's been a few changes in dialogue, but mostly it seems to be legible.
I flip through the I start looking for specific. Like I start flipping through it, looking specifically for when this person started working here.
All right. You find that they were working here for about 10 years by the time everything went wrong, you assume. They detailed
When they
learning.
joined,
Yeah. It seems like they detail through the journal their time here. Learning a bit, dealing with annoyances from the guards, having to deal with very specific people that annoyed them. Keeping and towing to the noble family, it seems that they cared for the princess, hated the prince, and struggled to understand the king. As you sort of read through, there are some personal notes, but a lot of the times when they're about to get in more detail, they almost turn to themselves, and even their private thoughts, they say, best not to, speak so brazenly about the nobility. Even the censorship transfers to their own internal thoughts, as generally this person talks more about the nature of the place, and it seems like at a certain point they talk about things starting to go wrong, but they don't get to see much of it because they're in the inside. Struggles with the kingdom and the outlying nobility seem to be reaching vogue, and at a certain point, almost like you're about to reach the climax of the story, it just stops.
Any names for those mentioned prince, princess, and king?
There are some mentioned names, yeah. I'll get them to you with time, but
Sure.
Yeah. It seems like for the most part they are all, that's the thing, they are all mentioned via a title and then the last name, which is Primashil.
Okay. Laz pockets the diary.
On this bed, is that like an organ or something? Like what is?
It's a cat. It's a cat asset.
Oh, okay.
No, I think that's it might be. I thought it was a like sack.
Oh, sure.
That's how I
Okay.
used it.
Maybe.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it
a
could be
sleeping
either.
cat.
Yeah.
Oops.
So,
It's not what I meant
anyways,
to do.
out here, as you guys start walking, Joseph kind of grumbles ahead, and he bumps into something that's not there and hits the ground. Ah! What the hell?
Fine.
Kind of steps to the side. You step up to
Lantern.
Laz.
Yeah.
All right, you do the lantern. You sense there is some form of invisible wall up ahead.
Illusory wall.
Yeah.
Wall of Force. No, Laz wouldn't know what the fuck a wall of
Yeah,
force is.
it's just a wall. Do you want to...
Invisible wall.
It didn't seem like do damage to Josen. It just knocked him back.
Laz is gonna knock on it.
You reach up and knock on it, tapping your knuckles against it. And as your knuckle taps, there's a bit of a like a light put up to linoleum. It just sort of starts to burn away, and your second knuckle doesn't impact with anything. As with your lantern revealed, you see up to 30 feet of this wall as it slowly disintegrates and fades off, opening up for you and everyone else.
Looks at Laz. Yeah.
Laz looks at his hand.
What the hell does it want you to go in?
You fucking prince.
I hope not. People don't seem too fond of him.
Shrugs. Yeah, you're a different guy.
All right then, let's
I
go.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I looks a little cautiously.
If it makes you feel any better, I am also a different person than the body that used to inhabit this.
Oh.
True.
Turns over to Maya. Sound like she might have wanted to say something.
Yeah, she's just kind of like looking around and it's just like, why was there? I guess they put that up when everything started going wrong here.
A seal to protect the nobility.
Yeah, but that seems pretty advanced magic, right? Am I crazy?
Joseph turns around. Oh yeah, that's something special, all right. Not your average caster able to put something like that up in an afternoon.
Fucking great.
And
It just means it was probably a ritual, which means it would have been up there already before the attack happened.
it seems like it's unlocked by bloodline, which is worrying.
So
Or
if
something like
anybody's
that.
in there, they're probably safe.
That's true. But we should be on our guard.
All right. So let me just pop down these and then. Okay. Let me put down.
That was a cool ass visual. I just want to say that.
Oh, which one?
Not like the way you narrated the wall fading away.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, Carthian. Man, fucking A big dick play by Carthian, though.
Yeah,
18's every swing,
Yeah,
knock down the
what the
arbitrator
fuck?
summer first hit. Like, dude,
Bro, homie can duel.
homie can duel,
Homie
and
can
like
duel.
he won that fair and square. Like none of us got involved.
Yeah, like honorable duel. You won. You gain the respect of a weird man. Breathes fire.
Meanwhile, arbitrator summer goes back, and winner's like, "So you got my lads right? No, he's a great guy. What the fuck? I said you to get the lads.
What the fuck, man?
No, he's great.
I love that. I should also note.
I mean, you got that arm, right? You got the
arbitrator.
And I got
The
an eye.
arbitrator did stab him and let him. I described it in the moment. He did leave the lancement on purpose. He didn't pull it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So let's see. Going in.
that is how you described it.
Man, we gotta stop fighting these arbitrators. We're losing body parts every fucking
Yeah.
time.
Losing body parts, and but on the bright side, I feel like I'm gaining a lot.
Yeah,
God.
you got some fucking.
I got
cred.
it at the very least a cool lance
Yeah.
and a flower.
And a cog.
Does that flower do anything?
I don't know.
We'll have to check it.
I'm telling you,
So
put it in your eye socket.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do that. I'm gonna like use Cortina's like.
I can grow it in there.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not necessary. But I'll just use. Well, sometimes I might want to take it out.
You need something that it needs roots to take place in your eye socket, so it stays in.
Cortina's got the bandages. I just stick it between the bandages. Those will hold it in place.
No.
So, luckily, the rest of the way, by the way, you don't need to re-polymorph Lupescu.
Well, that's good.
That's
The
good.
path forward is pretty clear as stepping forward.
Pretty clear of dangerous thin hallways.
You step forward and you eventually walk across this bridge to the final layer. And as you go, you see a beautiful, vast garden in front of you, covered with flowers and beauteous just hedges that run along the edge. As you begin proceeding into an area that with water that seems to almost glow brightly and wonderfully with this almost, you think maybe the beneath it is painted or something like that, but it seems to grow like a very light clear blue.
Yeah, this isn't
as it sort of runs along.
Like, I just want to like check something with you, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Did the magic wall reform after we passed?
It did.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, y'all are gonna need me to get out of here.
No, we just take an arm.
Just your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the other one. Laz looks at it dumbfounded. This is the first time he's ever seen something so vibrant and alive, honestly.
I love Anne Orlando.
Yeah, you step on through, and as you go, you see, as you eventually pass the garden section, as you move up this stairway and find yourself on a straight path, flanked on either sides by small little rivulets of water going across these funnels, as you begin to walk into a garden of metal and stone instead of forest. Soldiers equipped with armor and spears, assembled in a kneeling position, all walking or just looking forward in a direction. At the very end of the line, you see a grand statue begin to appear in front of you as you find yourselves in the courtyard of what seems to be a rather magnificent palace that defies the expectations of what you would see here.
Oh, Jesus.
You see vines hanging down and which have grown along the length. Even with it locked off to the sick lands, it still seems to the nature growth itself has managed to find its way in here with time and grown over the keep itself. This is an
Christian, are these
old place. Which are what?
To our left and right.
They're
are we
more
walled
like,
in?
They're not walls. That you're going up. These are like little stepways upwards. So
Cortina is visibly excited because she can see.
yeah, you can see again.
yeah.
It's perfect. You look around and you see so much here as you're
Immediately steps in water.
Joseph kind of looks around and grumbles. Shouldn't have accepted the deal. Damn, this place looks loaded.
It wasn't a deal.
Maya kind of looks over. I've never been in here before.
Yeah.
This is
Not many people have, I assume.
what?
Oh boy,
Should I check
depth
for it?
perception's different.
Yeah, you're having trouble
Oh.
with this right now, but the pesky sort of rights you in some ways as you kind of look across the way, and
It's very pretty, though.
yeah, just kind of move your way up.
Laz looks at clean water, is what I assume this is.
Where the fuck that come from?
Never knew that it could be so.
Slow that down a bit. Yeah. Yes, it's so
Clear.
clear. You sort of step up, and Laz, you kind of look around. You see statues raised about, but as you sort of turn and look over, you notice a gigantic big one that almost hangs there, and it sends this weird feeling through your body as you look at it.
He takes off his helmet and approaches the altar.
You kind of look up as you approach, and as you do so, the statue almost seems to hang just beautifully. There seems to be almost light that almost seems to glow above it ever so slightly. You're not sure if it's some sort of trick, a magic emplacement in this place like many of the other ones, or if it might be truly some form of divine appearance. But as you sort of look across, you see it sort of hanging there, 6 arms hanging about, wings magnificently through. And then you see a book down beneath you as well, which seems to be a book of prayer of some type. What do you do?
I take my sacred symbol that I woke up with and look at it.
You look at the sacred symbol, and you see it reflected on the page, on the body of the man, and as you sort of flip across, you notice, yeah, this is it. This is the source of your power, or at least a local interpretation of what your source of power may look like. Probably built long after, well, you wouldn't really know much about that. All you know is you've had this power inside of you, and it's come from something. And as you look up across, you see this is the source, or something like this. It clicks so easily in your mind that this is the source of what it is.
The name. What is the name?
So, Will.
Yeah.
What is the god of the vengeance, retribution?
That is Latum, god of vengeance and secrets.
And thus Latum rests over this place, a secret keep with a library full of secrets hidden beneath its base, and championing you for vengeance.
You
sort of say that out loud, sort of feeling the strangeness fall upon you as something aches at the back of your head. You seem to be getting a headache for some reason, and you're not quite sure why.
I look at the emblem of the Shimusil family.
You look at it, yeah, and?
No, go.
No, you go. You go. I need to know what you're gonna do, yeah.
Laz runs his gauntleted hand through his hair and looks at his white hair. Had it always been this color? Huh.
As you reflect and look at that emblem, you hear the sound of a keep door opening way ahead as forms start to emerge out from it and sort of stare across as a couple of knighted forms emerge outward and slowly run across the perimeter. As past the statue, you can see sight of them. All of them moving, each one holding a great sword, but also equipped with a rifle. They move on out, and you notice that they all seem to flank each other as they move across. Some of them cover the walkway ahead, and other ones start flanking. They seem armed and ready for combat as they sort of run on out and then look down across at all of you.
Before whatever happens here pops off, looking at specifically the 4 big knights that are kneeling at the very front.
Yes.
Do they have the same helmets as the arbitrators we've encountered?
All of them seem to have similar horned helmets.
Got it. Yeah, that's what Barrett kind of figured. Barrett will step on up, put his hands up. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Come in peace. Heard the keep was in danger. Thought we'd offer a hand.
You notice that each pair, one seems to hold the great sword and another seems to hold a rifle, arcing it down. They both point at you as they look across, and they seem like they click the rifles and prepare to fire. Yeah,
grabs his emblem and raises it into the air, brandishing it.
You brandish the emblem, and let me quickly. One of the knights turns on over and like aims the rifle at you, and then looks at you, and then wordlessly the knights seem to tap the shoulder of the other one, and then they kind of turn over and notice, and suddenly the knight that was holding the sword on your right turns it over, puts the sword away while the others are all still armed. He pulls out a horn from the side and he calls out this horn blow that echoes across the entire area. And as they
may have just killed us all or saved us all.
Yeah,
50-50.
As
good job.
The horn blow goes, all the knights turn and all of them stand up from their kneeling, like the ranged ones stand up from their kneeling position. They sheathe their weapons, pull out their swords, and then they sort of move on over this way and form into what looks to be a war flanking, like some kind of
formation.
Formation. As they move all the way up here, each one raising up their sword, and then they slam their swords tip down against the ground, and they stand there solemnly like statues.
Okay, looks like your fear and hunger coin flip panned out.
Yep. Oh, wow. That's great. That's great, Joseph says. He kind of like stumbles on forward awkwardly.
Stay quiet and stay close to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's all go up the same stairwell. We don't need to split this up. Laz, I think
Laz,
you need the lead.
Yes. Laz has taken off his helmet, and he takes off his hood, letting his hair run across his back. He tries to like look as presentable / royal as possible. Come, Cortina.
What were you saying, Corthian?
Nothing.
Okay.
You want me to do your hair?
No need.
You all kind of walk almost silently up this staircase as Joseph kind of looks across and he's like, Latham doesn't look like that. I don't think so. This is a weird interpretation if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange, right?
I didn't want to say anything. I don't know much about gods, nor do I give a shit about them. But this is a very positive interpretation.
Doggy stuck. Wow. Oh, wait, there he goes.
Yeah, he's just like, well, maybe they're right. He's about to say something, and then he sees a guard come up, and he just shuts his mouth. Like, as they get close to the guards.
Barrett looks over his shoulder. Good boy.
Laz stands in the middle of the room.
Yeah, move you up there, too. Yeah, there you go. You stand in the middle, and you see these doors, and as you approach, the two guards to either side move over, and they go and they start pushing the doors in, pushing these large, gigantic double doors that walk into a gigantic, elaborate, resplendent hall.
I don't trust this one bit.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Barrett's like real close to you. He's like, don't worry. We'll keep our eyes open for you. He's also going to look back at the statue of Lowbro. This is a god of vengeance and secrets. He's just going to look and see if by chance there's any little tricky
investigation.
Yes, investigation.
I mean, there is a snake there.
No, this is a scary situation.
God, it's hard to check right now. You're sure there's something about this that's strange, but you swear to God you cannot solve that right now.
No.
What about that
lantern? You think you want to give it another look when you leave?
Oh,
or
yeah.
walk out? Yeah, the lantern. Hey, Laz, your lantern's on, right?
Yes.
Never mind. Roll me with advantage.
Orlando's fake.
Oh.
The god of secrets.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh God. So Even still, the lantern just reveals it, so I don't really think there's anything else to do there. So you notice that the golden statue is not made of gold. It's made of wood. It seems to be rotting, and this figmentation of gold lies across it. But that also, what's interesting is the snake's alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
And as you sort of look at that and realize that, you notice the eye turns and faces you as you realize it's alive. The tongue slips back in the mouth, and you notice that the eye darts down beneath you to the area right beneath, and then slowly it sticks its tongue out. The eye goes forward, and all is silent with the snake.
Yeah, we should go inside. Nope, fuck that. Absolutely not. Nope.
I like it better now.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
you guys go inside.
Is a Laden, what are Laden's symbols?
Latum symbols are like snake is definitely associated with it. Latum is also very heavily associated with just knives, as well as just
A guillotine.
not exactly a guillotine, but a lot of the things are nowadays shown in more of the bad side of secrets, or betrayals and things of the sort. Latum wasn't always like, despite what he is the god of, those are still good things to some extent. Like sometimes you do need to keep a secret to keep people safe. Sometimes you're delivering vengeance, because you're mad at someone because like this is a bad person and they have to go. They are going to cause more problems for more people. So
Didn't Laden create revenants?
Sometimes
yeah, he kind of did a little bit. But like our knowledge of that is limited. But like
I just remember you mentioning offhanded in a conversation once.
Oh yeah, no,
Latum
Latum is one of the biggest reasons that revenants exist, and because when the gods couldn't interfere with mortals anymore, he couldn't remove the curse from the land and went, sorry. That was that.
My bad.
My bad.
Sometimes vengeance looks like justice.
Yeah.
So you
And
head
sometimes
inside the
justice is
throne
just
room.
vengeance.
And again, this is a beautiful throne room. It's long, elaborate, and you notice gigantic statues hanging. It seems to be the four warriors again, but this time embedded by an actual artistic genius, not just put aside along with the display, or they got a master for this. But as you step through, you find yourselves moving in.
Fuck.
Jeez.
This is one hell of a fucking room.
So,
This is enormous.
let me just make sure you're all down there as you start to step forward.
Oh, I looked up.
Yeah.
I
Barrett,
hope she's huge.
This thing.
were you hoping to find Guinevere? Is that what you
Yeah.
like? Fair, I respect. As we go, Barrett is just like, actually spinning around, just taking it in because he's never been in a place like this.
Yeah.
I've also been surrounded by crap for a long time.
Yeah.
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 Your boot steps are dirtying the rug as you walk. What were you saying, Laz?
Do I know this place?
It's painfully familiar. It resonates in your mind with a singeing burn.
You doing all right there, lads? You seem a little out of it.
I know this place.
Hmm.
Albeit my body seems to not want to recognize that.
You step up and onto this centralized hall. And as you step up, this elaborate place surrounded by the four warriors, this mural on the ground seems to almost like shimmer with the window in the roof that shines down upon this, including the windows forward. This is the waiting hall for which people would stand to talk to a ruler. You stop right there as you look ahead. Someone sits upon the throne. You look up. You stare at someone who seems to sit there, and she has this smile on her face, but her eyes seem glazed over. You notice two ears grow out the side of her head that seem longer and floppier than a human's. They hang there as if the head or the ears themselves were not meant to carry their weight. Similar down the body as she sits, almost tapping her fingers on the throne in a playful manner. Her legs are twisted. They appear to be those of a deer's, but it doesn't seem like they should be. Like they've simply shot out and grown that way over time, in a way that they seem mangled and almost like they grew broken already. Hanging, she sits on a throne, almost watching forward as she looks ahead at you and sees you come up. And she looks at everyone there. She's just like, "Oh, welcome. Hi there. Are you coming to visit today?"
Yes.
Yeah.
"Oh, that's good. We don't get many visitors nowadays." She kind of trains her eyes across the way. One thing you notice is the guards that were there before begin to close on in the surroundings as the 6 warriors move on down from below and start to make their way forward.
I think there's no need to say this, but weapons are like sheathed, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Of course.
Ours.
Oh, I mean, I guess if you insist.
Yeah.
They have a stick.
Barrett's got his weapon just hanging on his back, but he is ready to spin that around at a moment's notice. He is not comfortable here.
I sheathe my lance.
You're flanked on either side as guards sort of stand and position themselves. The 2 step forward and assume a spot next to the throne as you notice that she looks across and puts her hands together. "Have you come bearing a gift?"
Well, that would only be proper. Chosen?
Joseph turns to you and he gives you the, "Oh, you fucking bastard," as he kind of turns over and he's just like, he kind of slaps his face. He's like, "My liege, I would love to give you a gift. I bear many amounts of wealth that would be quite amazing for you." He puts down a bag, which he obviously just stole from outside. He's just like, "Oh, money? Okay. Oh, money's only the beginning." He sort of,
oh, a gift
if I may,
card. Great.
he puts the money aside. "Simply the cost of our stay here in this great land. Instead, too, beyond covering ourselves, I bring you a mighty gift. Something rather amazing. You will love it." He pulls out sovereign glue, and he's just like, "Now this is a sticky substance that will stop any 2 items from ever being separated today. It's so romantic, honestly. I offer this as a mighty wish for you, a mighty gift for you, one that only a wish could remove. This is a blessed item, truly rare, for you, my liege." She's like, "Oh, I'm simply the princess. My mother and father are gone now. They'll be back soon." He's like, "Of course." And he puts the glue down and then kind of steps back and then sort of looks over back at Carthian.
But what did you get for the liege?
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's your gift for the princess.
Yeah, what about the king and queen?
My gifts are for the king, but my companions have got a gift for you.
Yeah, Laz raises his hand, like, chill. Everyone chill a bit.
She looks across and kind of squints her eyes, and then she kind of waves her hand at you. "Oh, welcome back. I didn't know you were ever coming back. I always told them that you would."
Looks at Laz.
Laz touches his head.
The greatest gift of all, your little brother.
She kind of looks down. "He's not my little brother." She kind of looks down. "Father's quite angry at you, but I'm sure he'll forgive you if you manage to go talk to him. You know how much of a softie he is, don't you?" Laz, make me a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh boy.
That's fine. You got a +3.
Ooh.
Wow, with
Paladins.
disadvantage?
Paladins, you know how it is. Your head begins pounding as you begin to look ahead a little more, and memories play across at you standing around this place. You see multiple forms, multiple visions, but all it seems to slip away. Your body is under your control, but the human brain that sits inside of your head, that processes and organizes many aspects of your being, it aches. One aspect of many parts of you seems to tremble here as your vision begins to blur slightly, and you snap back to attention, and you're staring forward. But as you are,
I need a name.
Oh.
You are standing still, almost looking out from the keep, from a large balcony that hangs, as you sort of look across, and it starts to play across your mind. A name? Can you get a name? Anything? But as you stare and that realization dawns on you, alas, the memories have faded away. It is so vague and empty. When the mind begin to return, you're expecting some form of perhaps revelation to come across you about yourself. But it's all, when all of those memories came back and attempted to retain control of your body, the body won. The feral cat inside of your body maintained itself as an animal on its instincts. The goo that swirls around yourself seemed to maintain itself as a primal creature of almost acting on an beyond instinct, only existing. And then every other minor bit of your body, the tail that was once a crocodile seems to reverberate itself in your body as well. And then the human brain secedes as you only gain this knowledge as simple realization instead of anything special. You're aware of what you are now. What she said, it comes to your mind. This was once your home. This was a place you lived. You were once the prince of this place, as you read so little while back, was disliked. You had some sort of purpose here, which is sort of gone to you, but as you feel memories begin to fade, you feel something else form in yourself. You feel the might of a god's power resounding. That last part of yourself, a part not so physical, a part that has moved your body for a long time, moved what should not fit together in a pile, moved a body that is dead, kept together with dozens of pieces of animals. As you sort of feel that connecting yourself, you've been moved by one purpose. As you check across, you once more feel this resonating energy inside of you, keeping you standing. Laz, how do you feel?
Laz takes a deep breath, and his eyes are invisible for a moment as he lets the hand that was touching his head run across his hair, disheveling it a little bit, as he then runs it across his hair again, fixing it. With a gentle smile, he looks upon the person who was once the sister to whomever this body once belonged to. I'm happy to be here again. You've grown quite a bit, haven't you? I too bring a gift to you.
Let me bring us back. You step forward a minute as she looks across at you curiously. Oh, bring it to me.
I've traveled far and wide across these lands, and I've met many a mighty creature and many a fearsome foe. You know how it is out there. He gets near her, and God, how old does she appear to be? Like,
she appears to be somewhat younger, probably about like 16 years old.
Give me your hand.
She raises her hand forward in a very like exaggerated way.
Now, you have to promise this, all right? You must not open what I'm about to give to you. These, and Laz produces the flesh-eating butterflies that you described were amazingly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
These are special butterflies. They produced a very potent acid that they used to feed upon prey. It's the only butterfly in the world that is a predator.
Oh,
fitting for the might of her family, don't you think?
I suppose so.
While Laz is holding her hand, like she put her hand forward, right?
Yes.
Laz then with one hand is holding the jar and handing it to her, and with his right hand he is cupping her hand, like so she doesn't drop it. And I am going to lay on hands, which does not need somatic components, verbal components, or material components. And I'm gonna heal disease.
Okay. You heal disease, but as you do so, you heal some form of disease that was causing her trouble. The only thing left is her body and the curse. As she stares across at you, it seems that her mind itself has seemed to have faded away at this point. She is there, and she speaks to you, and she looks at you, but this could hardly be considered a person.
Oof.
Laz
devoured by the curse.
A little bit. He squints. So, how is father and mother? Have you seen them?
No. Father left to take care of business, and I haven't seen Mother in a while.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here, gang.
Sure.
What about Hodon?
Hodon?
She kind of thinks about that.
Oh, I don't think I know. Hodon. Oh, are you talking about that old hero?
Yes.
Oh, I've never seen him. It's been a long time since he's come to help us.
I've met him in my travels, if you'd believe that.
Wow. She kind of reached that. That would have been a great gift.
Person.
Mayhaps he'll show up later. These are my friends. They've helped me quite a bit.
Oh?
You may introduce yourselves. Laz looks at you with a little, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrett definitely at one point leaned over to Miles like, what the fuck is happening?
This is a little barn.
Yeah, that's exactly the image I have in my
Maya
brain.
is like gritting her fists, and she just kind of looks directly up and across. Yes.
I just want to say, Laz has a +7 to deception.
Oh.
He is a natural-born liar.
Hey, man, God of secrets, baby.
Yeah.
Barrett will, he notices that Maya's clearly, frustrated almost, and he reaches over and just pats her shoulder. Keep your cool. I don't know the whole story, but if you want, you can rant about it later, yeah?
She kind of nods her head.
Oh, my liege. Barrett tries to get down on one knee, trying to be respectful. Fucking knee. I am,
Laz like, don't overplay it too much. He does a little hand gesture.
Yeah, not doing that. Sorry, fuck it. Oh, shit. Stands back up. My name's Barrett. I, gotta lead this little squad. Your, bro's been instrumental in our, adventures in these, these dangerous lands. Just disgusting.
She looks, oh, he's been helpful? Has he been off doing some quest?
I mean, recently, I don't know what the fuck he was doing before, but I mean, I don't know what his travels before this point. But he's been aiding us for a couple weeks. Barrett shrugs.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure, fine.
She's like, that's so interesting. Well, welcome to our court. I'm glad we could host royal friends.
Oh. That's good.
Thank you so much for inviting us into your place. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home and palace. It is truly resplendent. My name is Carthian Lurie of Leviara.
Oh,
that's incredible, Carthy and Lurie. I believe I've... She kind of thinks about that. Are you perhaps nobility?
I am.
They teach us about all of the houses when we're supposed to be here, when learning, so I think I've heard your name. Welcome, it's incredible to have such a new family amongst our lineage.
I am familiar with your name as well, my lady.
She kind of, welcome. Is this whole party nobility?
I'm afraid not, but they do have a noble heart. Laz gives like a smirk, like almost a malicious smirk. Like,
yeah. Oh, but that one absolutely. She points at Justin. He gave us so much for my father.
Oh yeah.
Just look at all of that. A glue? My father's never told me about a glue that strong before.
Right. By chance, did he deliver anything else before this point?
Oh, no, this is my first time meeting him.
Looks over at Joseph. That true?
No. Yeah, it's true. What the heck?
What do you mean, what the heck? I know you.
All right, fair.
Well then, yes. What brings you down here at this time? How may I assist you in your quest?
Oh, fuck. Barrett scratches the back of his head. I hope it's not too much to impose, but, we seek knowledge more than anything.
Oh, knowledge! Incredible.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of troubles in, the lands to the north of your marvelous kingdom. And, we're hoping information that can be procured here can help fix a troubled kingdom to the north.
Oh, there's trouble up north. Oh, they always seem to come back when there's trouble, never any other time.
Yeah. By chance, are you familiar with, someone by the name of Charlotte Payne?
Charlotte Payne? Oh, she came by one time. Rather rude lady.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'll fucking say.
If you don't mind, I don't know if you'd be willing to partake in gossip. What are your candid thoughts of the lady, yeah?
It would be improper for me to gossip.
Would you
And
prefer
yet.
if I said my opinion and then you can just agree?
Oh, well, if it's your opinion, I'm glad to listen to it.
I think she's a bitch.
She kind of like covers her mouth with that.
That's a bad word.
Oh, fuck. I mean, well...
That's also a bad word.
Yeah, thanks for the stunning update.
Yeah, Laz does this loud belly laugh, and is like, "Oh, would you look at that? Aren't these such amazingly interesting people?"
Oh, I suppose so. They certainly are interesting.
My apologies, my lady. It has been a rough journey for us to reach this point, and we have picked up a bit of the road in our tongues, as it were.
Oh, I see.
Barrett, actively grabs Carthane's arm. Well, maybe you should lead negotiations. I'm fucking this up, man.
I've never talked to a commoner before. It's simply incredible.
Commoner or king, everyone returns to dust.
They are indeed very interesting. However, sister dearest, it does come to my attention that, albeit my friends did introduce themselves, you have not.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. I should absolutely... I need to be kind and courteous to guests who might not be aware of me. Thank you, brother.
Just a little head pat.
She kind of clears her throat a little bit as she's just like, yes, of course.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to quietly cast bless on myself, and
that's probably it.
Because I have a feeling her saying her name is going to make me roll another save.
Yeah. You getting ready for some brain nonsense? Yeah. So you kind of speak up. She's like, I am Lady Vandana. She kind of calls out, yes, I am the princess and current regent in acting regent, as my parents are gone. There is no one, unfortunately, to hold the helm while they are away. Is that a term that makes sense for commoners? Holding the helm?
Yeah,
I've heard. Yes.
Yeah. It's good terminology. Yeah, you're crushing it.
Oh, good. So then,
Crushing it.
yeah. So then, she kind of like looks across. Tell me, now that we've exchanged names, would you perhaps, what can I do more clearly? You're looking for knowledge on what?
We seek access to our library.
The library? She, kind of like stops for a second and thinks about that. The library, as in the one beneath?
Yes.
She kind of stops and she sort of stares off for a second upon that information as she kind of looks across and thinks about it. Yeah, give me an insight roll.
I'm not too bad on those, but where is it? Insight here.
Oh,
yeah, not too shabby. Plus 1d4.
Ooh, okay. Let me see if we can. Let me roll something really quick. Okay.
Oh.
It seems good. She seems to be kind of like caught in thought. There's something strange she thinks about the library, and she sort of speaks up again. Oh, I'm afraid the library's collapsed.
What?
No one was there to upkeep the spells, so it ended up just collapsing in on itself.
A shame, surely. Well, we could always
we'll
try
be
to
off.
take a look at it. Anyways.
I wouldn't suggest that. That's a bit dangerous. We were saying?
Can I insight check that?
Sure, yeah.
Just strictly if that's the truth or a lie. Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Damn. Hey, Laz, give me a perception check.
Always. I'm not good at those, but
She didn't like that.
plus 1d4.
Okay.
12.
Yeah. You sell your lantern out? Because like you're talking to her, I was curious if you did keep it on there.
Yeah, it's in my belt, and like it more or less it's a hooded lantern, so it illuminates in a cone almost.
Okay. Give me an advantage roll on that then.
Ooh.
Perception.
It's better.
It's better.
It's better. All right. Let me make another roll here. This is gonna. This might take a quick second, but as you sort of check across, it's like, that's a bit strange.
I just noticed 2 dragons again.
So, yeah, you peek across and kind of think about it as just like, what was that? As you notice, you could have sworn you saw a shadow shift for a second.
Okay. Real quick, divine sense.
Okay.
Once again, paladins are funny. No somatic. There's no tell that this is being cast.
It's funny. All right. Yeah. I mean, in this case, divine sense. I think that makes sense. Makes sense. You do sense you sense something. As you look across, you have this feeling of something dead lurks here. As you sort of peek and you think it's kind of funny. You think it's just sitting right behind the throne.
Behind?
Behind the throne.
Oh no.
Something dead. I mean, yeah, the throne is obscuring a square. Shit. Something dead. Something dead. Undead, you mean?
Yes.
Friendly reminder, we are in a castle dedicated to a god of vengeance and secrets.
Yeah. I'm going to,
As you realize that, I'm going to continue. She says, I don't think it would be wise to go exploring the ruins, but if there's anything else we can help you with, we could go and give you a path forward.
Right.
She doesn't want us to look.
Barrett just kind of nods, and then realizes Cortina probably can't see. Yeah, no, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Well, miss, that is admittedly disappointing. I apologize. We didn't really have a strong follow-up plan. Might need a moment to reconsider our path.
That's
okay,
quite fine. Yeah.
Laz is going to step over here, look at the knight, and like do a come with me motion, like the one finger come over here.
You need precision from that one. He's not moving a fucking muscle.
Yeah, you're the new kid on the block, and with Princess right here, that's
But you are the prince, so there is a level of understanding there. So he just kind of looks back and just oh, don't worry, they're on guard. They've been ordered to the king to protect me. His rule supersedes ours.
Father is quite stubborn.
You should play that game that you told us all about when you were kids.
I will kill you.
You know, the one where you hide behind the throne and play peekaboo.
She says that. She kind of blinks a little bit. He's just like, I don't play such a game.
No, Lazarus told me about it. He says he's the best at it.
Who's Lazarus?
I mean, the prince.
Laz, you rolled a 15 there as the guy who looks across, and he doesn't seem like he's going to stop you, but he's not moving. He's just kind of like stuck between his orders here as he looks wordlessly on.
Never mind then. Someone fetch me a servant.
Brother, please stand in front of the throne. That's just tradition.
Barrett cocks an eyebrow with that statement.
Something definitely seems to be wrong.
Absolutely. I am. I'm thinking.
Hey, Josen.
Oh yeah.
Think you could get behind the throne?
He kind of
unseen.
Oh, of course. Just give me a second. Josen,
he's gonna die.
Oh, well, if we're not going in the library, I need to go tell our other companions outside. Hang on. Yeah, if you would please excuse me. I will be back momentarily, and I have more gifts to give. Josen's gonna deception roll. Let me just roll a 20. Like there, that's not Josen's, and there's a bonus, but he passes. Right then, he steps off and goes down, and the moment he's outside of sight of anyone, he immediately casts invisibility.
Nice.
Yeah. Which he doesn't have a spell slot slotted in. Weird. Anyways, he does cast it.
God. An undead aura.
Oh, I don't
behind
like
the throne.
Dude, I have no idea what this would be, dude.
I'm racking my brain, and like, it's not Yearn, because otherwise it would be divine, and Yearn is like not undead. It's just the unwanted child, like it's not like the unborn child or something.
Also, if it was Yearn, we'd have bigger problems.
Yeah, we'd have much bigger problems.
So, yeah, what do you say in the next? It'll take like Josen like 30 seconds to get around there. So what do you say?
God, can someone bullshit her for a second? I'm looking through my spell list the best I can.
Hello.
Your noble bullshit and give me something.
Oh, I
Talk about Leviaro
yeah,
with her.
no, I can't help. My lady, I can't help but notice these fabulous statues that you've got here. Who are these men?
These are the 4 heavenly hussars. They are the ones who once served us as great heroes. They slayed many a men, and currently the resting hall remains for them for their return. They are said to return in our time of greatest need.
I see, I see. And I can't help but notice some bit of theming to them.
Ah, yes. Legends say that they all 4 bore great spears, but beyond that, they also carried their own weapons of choice. One bore a great axe, the other a war pick, the other a great sword, and another bore simply a sword and shield, so humbly. They are, all of them, great, powerful warriors. It's not quite the theming you're getting at, but
That's fine. It's fine. Fucking that was 30 seconds worth.
Yeah,
of
it was. As she continues, we have not seen them since, and suddenly there's a blast as Joseph is knocked out and knocked backwards. It's like, hey, what the hell? The guards suddenly turn, and in that moment, there's a bit of a shift as her eyes go off, you would say. Her eyes simply, like, again, they go dull again. As sitting in that moment, she sort of just looks across. Yes.
Can I reaction do something?
Not as a reaction, but
not as a reaction.
You have time. Yes.
Can I cast something?
Sure.
Okay. Here goes a 3rd level, boys. At least I want to, at the very least, jam this fucking thing a little bit. In the best case, it may actually save her, but remove curse, 3rd level, go.
Remove curse, 3rd level? Oh, okay.
GM looks at notes. Uh-oh.
I gotta see. This is important. Okay, yeah, you know what? You cast this spell, and the moment you do, a counter spell goes off.
Joseph has counter spell.
Joseph, you all look at Joseph like, Joseph, what the fuck did you? And you notice he's looking just as surprised as you guys.
Counter spell.
Looking across, you see a form almost shift and move as it almost flies in the air above the throne, as your vision beyond it is sort of seen, as you notice something floating above there, hanging in the air, as it almost looks down across, and the lady almost speaks out an order, kill them, as suddenly the courtroom shifts for a moment, as you notice the guards all seem to pull out their swords. The ones immediately in front of you pull out swords as well, as they look almost directly across at you. And Laz, something pulses in your mind as you see that thing in front of you. When I described earlier, Laz, that you had some, as all the knights begin turning over and everyone kind of looks around, Laz, when you got that memory back, it didn't change you, but you felt a piece click together in your mind. You did not gain a new body or new mind within yourself, new perspective on such things. You're Lazarus, the knight that stands alongside those he protects. But you did become aware, more so, staring at the statue at the front. You did have an old oath. You used to be something different. And despite death going past, the oath has not yet been paid. An oath to vengeance and secrets. But in this place now, you feel something resonate in your heart. This place holds a secret that does not deserve to be hidden. And there are forms here that maintain themselves despite a desperate need of vengeance. And this form is one such entity that you stare directly across of, and you feel a rage running across your body. Not from you, not from the memories that ran across your body previously, but instead a rage that resonates deep inside from 1,000, no, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands souls, all resonating out out, every single one crying out for vengeance against those who would sit here and bring death upon them, those who brought upon a new disaster to the Sicklands, those who would dare to lock this place away as a secret away from the world to avoid their own punishment. You look across at that now, and you feel power resonate across you. Immense retribution running through your veins. And as you sort of reach for your sword, your hand stops as you find something else sitting there. Something is floating.
Huh?
You reach, you find your hand reaching down, and you click upon it. And it feels ever so familiar. As you bring it up in your hand, your glaive was hanging there. And as you hold it in your hand, you look down and across, and you notice a spectral hand seems to emerge out from where yours would meet up. It follows your guidance ever so swiftly. A guard approaches, and you quickly deflect, holding up your arm, and it seems like something makes up the difference. A singular ghostly hand blocks, assisting and aiding and following your command to the letter. And as it does so, it fades away, and another takes its place. One soul of 10,000, doing all it can to claim its vengeance. All you are, as a paladin of Ladum, you are the tool of vengeance for those who need it. The one who decides what secrets go forgotten and which ones remain and brought out to the public. And in front of you now, you see a form floating in the air that is in desperate need of both of its plans foiled. And you will carry your hand and the hands of 10,000 with you to strike him down upon the floor this very instant. Laz, you go first.
Will be done.
You get a 20 to start. I'm going to add some other people on here right now, but let me just give you that 20. And there you go. Let me just add these
Oh
guys
boy.
on too.
So, yeah, what do I get here?
You have a strong feeling that if you strike at the heart of that thing, something really good will happen for you.
Yeah, but like, I'm attacking with my halberd,
yes.
right?
Joseph fucking stealing the initiative even when I've given you a 20. That's so fucking fitting of him. Yes, your halberd, you can ignore the fact that you don't have a hand anymore. You're back to full functionality temporarily.
Oh boy. Okay. I am going to God, let me that was really cool. Inventory, let me just double check some things.
Oh sure.
The build is back at full action.
Let me equip your halberd now instead of the spear.
Now with two hands, I can finally perform.
While
my
you look
peak.
at your build,
throws halberd.
While you're looking at that, let me take the true starting turn, which is Joseph.
Yeah, go Josen, go.
Let me begin combat. Josen! Josen kind of looks across the way at this thing, and as he does so, let me see. Oh, all right. Oh, we can't do that because that thing's not on the ground. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Josen raises up his hand and looks directly across at it. I need to give him a spell slot so he can do this. I'll just give him one for now. I don't know why that didn't auto-calculate. But he uses a Vortex Warp, which he gets to choose a creature within range. Let me just click that. They need to make a Constitution saving throw. And if they fail, it's teleported to a space and range. I think that, does that pass his DC? It doesn't! He failed by one. Laz, this thing floating above you, almost flying in the air, ready to leave. It's right next to you now.
Josen did something!
I owe you one, Josen.
Oh, I'll cash that in! The mage turns, surprised suddenly, and it prepares to flee. However, Laz, it's your turn.
You do not get to run away from me!
Let's go! Get that swing!
Free action, not free action, bonus action, Oath of Enmity.
Of course.
Enmity.
Yeah.
Advantage on every attack for 1 minute or until I die.
Yeah.
Laz just smashes the big red button that says kill.
Okay. Swing your weapons now.
My boy, it's been so long.
15?
Plus 1d4.
Let's see.
Because I'm blessed.
Yeah, that's true. He cast shield as a reaction.
Smart, honestly.
And still, that does not meet. As
Oh, you're made of paper. What the fuck? I see, buddy.
You didn't have time to cast magic armor. So you
rookie mistake, honestly.
Rookie mistake. You swing in and you get a cut. Do damage. Are you smiting?
Am I smiting?
Yeah.
20.
Both hit.
21.
Oh, you're getting ready to do all your damage at once, aren't you? Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you prepare to slice type twice and then wing in with the pole arm. Go for it.
Yeah. First.
10
second.
damage.
Third. And I'm gonna smite with every hit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Just first level smites for now.
Yeah, even still, like, holy God.
Double these.
Ah.
Wow!
All right, so that's 20, 28, and 12.
No. Yes.
Total damage.
It's 60?
60 plus the slashing stuff, I believe, right?
Yeah, so 60.
Which would be
plus
70, 76,
83.
83. So, Laz, you slice forward and stab in with the halberd. The first hand guiding with you, and then you almost rip and you splash, fire this smite into this thing's body. As you feel the energy of this soul, the hand fades, channeling through the halberd as all of this spirit flies in through with this holy righteousness that almost seems to blast away at the thing in front of it, blasting an entire chunk of section off. As then the next one goes, another hand darts out, holds the halberd as you slice again, and then another smite blasting through this thing, its body radiating with energy. The third hand comes out, and it slaps the back of the halberd. You, almost doing this, following your very instincts of what you're going to do, you swing it using its help to slash at and hit the thing in front of you. As you do so, once more, the spite radiates through, and it goes through the edge of the halberd and walks into this thing, smashing into its head. As in an instant, not even one section it gets to do, this thing is blasted to pieces, blown away, utterly annihilated by holy retribution raining across it. 4 souls so far have been quenched. 4 gone now from this limit. You stare down. You look across. Your sister seems to blink a bit. As the knights have begun to close in with their swords, she calls out, wait a second, wait, no, I didn't do that. They all kind of stop. She looks down across you and sees you, and she kind of looks at you. Brother? You look
Laz
so
stops.
different now.
I'm afraid a lot of things have happened. I'm sorry. I truly am. I don't know if I am your brother, but I am here to save you.
You say that firmly, and it resonates true with your entire body. That is your oath. An oath that was given. One that was brought you back to life to bring vengeance upon those who would ruin this land. That much you're sure of. So you sort of stand there, holding the halberd, currently with one hand. The weight of it is heavy. The knights sort of look, and Josen's... Barrett, you notice Josen has started sneaking up behind this knight with a sword, crawling his way up as he sort of stops and looks and just kind of sheathes it as Alagastrius starts... suddenly comes to wake before he's talked. He's like, shit! He puts him away.
He's like, where are we now?
Alagastrius, no, buddy.
Barrett, looks over to Josen. Stop! Just fucking don't do anything!
Right. He kind of steps back. As you look across, I'm sorry, I think I was acting rather strange. It seems her mind, she doesn't seem to have changed much, but whatever the thing was doing was offering these suggestions into her mind.
Vincent, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just like I am every day. She sort of looks across.
weak smile. There are
Oh.
more.
She kind of looks across. I'm sorry, I remember now. You were here on business, right?
Yes, the library.
I don't know why I lied to you. The library's fine. It'll long outlive us.
You just hear the distance, hot shit.
Laz gives her a little head pat again. It was not your fault.
Okay, I'll accept that. After all, how could it be? She's just like, when any word said by nobility must be said for a reason, right?
When they are said by them and not by someone else, a noble must portray themselves a certain way. Noblesse oblige. You know.
Yes. She looks
We
across.
must not bend our will to those who are willing to poison our minds.
I see. She kind of well, if you wish to go to the library, the guards will be able to show you the way.
Yeah, sure. Ma'am, are you okay? Like, that seemed like a lot to go through.
She sits up straight. I'm quite fine. Your concern is well noted, but I am a noble and I am strong.
Barrett puts his hands up. My apologies, ma'am. I didn't mean to discredit your constitution.
Well then, I wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah. Barrett's still like, I don't trust any of this shit, but...
You shouldn't.
My friends, there is much to discuss, but we can talk while we make our way to the library.
Yeah, sure.
There are sinners who must be punished.
Oh. Okay, yeah, punishing sinners. Oh, I hate sinners. They're the worst.
Trust me, Joseph, next to these ones, you are a saint.
See, I'm a saint. I'm a saint, Cortina. That's all there is to it, right? All right, let's
I don't
get
want to
going.
go to that church.
And I truly do mean it when I say I owe you one.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'll pay. I'll get it paid back.
You all move outside. The guards end up heading with you as you return on outside, and they once more form a position, but one leaves the spot and starts guiding you all down the stairs.
Oh god, he
Maya
is...
kind of steps with you, and she's like, "We'll talk later. I think this might be what we're looking for."
Oh no, it was hard enough to get up these stairs.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll guide you down.
You and
Lord,
Joseph head on
may
down.
thy venom be with me.
You, doing alright there, Laz? You seem a little intense now.
Call it a divine revelation. Bear it, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost forgot it. Forgot the sir part. Need to be respectful.
Remember, I'm just a commoner, kid.
You still helped me quite a bit and saved my life quite a few times. I owe you my respect, and you are a senior in our organization. So, let me make this very clear. The responsibles for the whole Sick Lens incident. That road figure is apparently one of them, or so this divine rage within me tells me so.
Hold on. Wait, that guy you just blew up? That guy was maybe involved with...
Something to do.
Didn't seem so tough.
Do not let your guard down.
Yeah, never planned on it. Out of curiosity, obviously it was too far away from the body, and it got blown the fuck up. When it was getting slashed, was there ever a burst of like that orangish amber color that we've been seeing on some of the other people?
Oh, yes, there was.
So maybe someone got the good stuff and they don't want it to end.
I do not know what Leshy has to do with this, but I would also like to ask him. Laz says with actual anger. It's like Laz has been so nonchalant and stoic throughout this entire journey, but now this seems to have awakened something within him. You've only ever seen him be filled with such rage when harm had befallen Eleanor, but now it's just apparent that there is so much wish for vengeance within this man.
You what was I? Oh yeah, are you asking Cortina now about that, or are you gonna get that later?
I mentioned it. I don't know if you want to ask Leshy now. I just mentioned it offhanded.
If you say please.
Please. He looks back at you with a genuine smile.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Cortina, you reach inside of yourself, and much like last time, Leshy is silent.
Oh, come on. You know this was like a big moment for him. He could really use some answers.
You're speaking to an empty room, Cortina.
Come on, Pop Pop.
Is he hiding?
You don't feel him at all now that you're really looking for him.
He left?
Maybe he double died.
Is he an Allrock?
I was actually just thinking that. Like, you've been pouring diseases into him. Did he sneak out and he's now in Allrock?
That might be my bad.
Fuck.
Well, we're not there now.
Oh, good. Oh, boy. Luckily, we have, like, Hilo and Hodon and all that present to keep an eye. Oh, God. We can't warn them at all, though. And this is just a theory.
Honestly, the only person I'm actually worried for is Tani.
Yes. Well, I mean, we're always worried about Tani because she could, like
Tani will trip and fucking hit 0 HP.
Yeah.
But we don't know this. We don't know this at all. It's within Cortina's mind only. Anyways, library, huh?
He's not there. We should probably go to the library.
What do you mean he's not there? Isn't he in your head?
It's an empty room. Which is odd, because there's usually so many voices.
No thought, it's head empty? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Lazarus immediately uses Summon Familiar to bring out the Chim Chim and sends him to the home.
All right, yeah, sure. You summon off a Chim Chim, it kind of runs. You want to write a message on it?
Yeah, sure. For Eleanor in the envelope. Do not trust Auroch. Leshy seems to have vanished from within Cortina.
Break his legs just to be safe.
Keep an eye on them.
So, after sending the message, the Royal Knight comes up and he flips to a certain page, which seems to be an oath. Some specific oath about the like pledging to the god. He speaks it aloud, and as you do that, you notice that snake again. Its eyes look at you, and it darts forward again, and there's a rumbling. As you can see, like a stone carving, like this keep is sort of carved into like a stone place, and it seems that the ahead, a part of that stone opens up beneath the archway present here as you stare forward. A dark path ahead, the library hidden beneath the very keep located here in Lowbro. Joseph is salivating almost with, oh, there it is. Years of looking, and that's where it is. We got it! Yeah!
Be good.
I'll be great.
One thing I'm going to do is I am able to, where is that? Object continuously emits a nonverbal sound. Recorded message. When he says the oath, Barrett's going to record it.
Okay, cool.
Just in case.
Nice. Yeah, just in case you got to get back here, you know?
Okay, just real quick. Lazarus now like wielding his halberd over his shoulder, with holding it with one hand. This is like at a resting position. He approaches Maya. I noticed that you had quite a sour expression in the throne room. Did I do something wrong? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. It's not you. It's... She kind of like thinks about how to word this, knowing she seems to be a bit awkward about this. You're still... Nothing's changed about you just because you remembered a bunch of stuff, right?
No.
Right. Well, I fucking hate your family. She said no, she just goes up. Well, I fucking hate your family and everything you stand for, and you've all abandoned us. So, if you're gonna make up on that, well, that's all I really need to know. That's all I need to hear. It's fine. There's a library ahead of us. I'm a bit curious if we just go in now. I'd like that.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. She just kind of says as she moves on forward. Oh, we're going then. We're going. Oh yeah. Joseph just like wades through the water. Yeah, that maybe is pretty funny. You all kind of go. The knight gives you a salute as you head forward.
At ease.
He steps back, clears the path, and Carthian, there's actually a path for you now.
Yay.
Laz once again lights up the lantern and like unhoods the lantern, like full brightness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go on inside. Everyone's
Can I
stepping
pet the
forward.
snake?
Yeah, you can. You reach up your hand and run it across the snake, which seems to respond by arcing its head a little into the pet.
Yeah,
can
cool
pet the
snake. Yeah, Laz would like bow, like do a light bow to the snake.
Yeah, fair.
I have
And
a
Barrett?
lot of extra rations. As Barrett goes, he'll just hold out some rations.
It snaps its head and grabs it back away from you.
Ah!
As Barrett, you turn around, turn forward. You're the last one in. You see a library hanging ahead of you.
Okay, let's go. And Barrett will just mosey on in.
You move forward, load your weaponry, and prepare to go find some books.
Next
With that,
time.
Next time on Ebonward, we'll explore South. No,
Whoa.
Ebonward. Look forward to this Sunday.
Yeah.
Next time on Ebonward South, we'll find out the truth
Oh my
behind
god.
the Sicklands.
We real Eben Ward now.
Yeah.
God.
Wow. Okay. I have a lot to think about.
Dude,
Yeah.
a lot of shit happened today.
Oh my god.
Fucking Carthian losing an eye was just a part of it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Carthian
Yeah.
dueled a legendary hero, won, got an eye taken out. That was like the mid-season finale of this session.
Of this session, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, dude, you. Thanks to you, we're going into this fight at tip-top shape. Like this next
Yeah.
one, like the library encounter, because
Mhm.
it's never that easy. let's be
Carthian's
honest.
a fucking legend.
We're gonna fight book bats. And
Yeah.
and
Bats.
yeah, they're like bats, but they're made of books.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really
La-
cute.
And we're gonna
Lazarus
fight
is.
candle golems.
Oh no candle blights.
Oh no, we don't want candle blights down here.
Oh no, it's a vampire.
Yeah.
Pile of books just start flying at you.
How do you spell her name? The Lazarus' sister, quote unquote.
I think here, I'll get the typing, yeah.
Yeah, because like I wrote it phonetically in my notes.
Vandana.
Vandana.
Yep, got it in one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Who did her icon?
Oh, that's Monichi.
That's Benichi, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the moment I saw that, I was like, oh, I see you.
Yeah. So yeah, no, good.
Good
Good
stuff.
fucking
Good
job,
stuff.
team. That was
Good.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
I-
that mage from Katartna's Patreon. You should go give it
Yeah.
a check out.
It's
Yeah.
great because I was considering using that, and I'm glad I didn't.
It
It's a great icon.
Yeah.
is. It looked really menacing. I thought
I
it
think,
was like,
like-
oh, is this a lich?
I think like months ago I checked out with you if you were using that one, and then you said you were, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. No. And honestly, if it did quotation marks appear in Epic Ward, it wasn't going to happen anytime soon. So I'm glad I saw
Yeah.
it now.
Uh-huh.
Rad.
Laz looking at this entire family. It's okay, guys. I can fix this. Don't worry about it. I can fix
Oh.
this fucked up legacy.
Oh, I think I just got a theory of what that guy's deal was.
Ooh.
Oh, I want to
Interesting.
hear it, but
Yeah. Barrett wouldn't have that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I
For
don't
now,
know.
though,
We'll figure it out.
let's call the
Yeah.
session here and
Yeah.
just swap
let's
over to
call it
fan art.
here. Let's call
Yeah.
the stream here.
Yeah.
Call the
Mhm.
stream, and then we'll do fan art right after. So yeah, thanks everyone. We'll
Yeah.
catch you next time.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.